Can you pass the book for me, Anthony? Over there. We are live. Thanks for joining us. Northern Knights Gaming, NKG Live. We have a tier ranking. Thank you. Orks. Is it new anymore?
It's what, almost a month old?
It's a month old. Yeah. We've here's the thing. People have done this already, but we've really tested it out. We've played against a lot of different lists. Have we played against every single Orc build? Have you, at least?
I played against Bully Boys, I've played against Green Tide, and of course I've played against the Index faction, Wild Tribe I think it's called.
Yeah, well, it's not Index anymore, but
well,
yeah.
I played Dread Mob as well.
You did?
Yeah, I played against Dread Mob. Not too bad, considering the army I play is good against shooting.
Oh,
so,
I thought you were going to say this, considering the army I play is shit.
Hey, we're getting there. We're getting better.
Which army are you talking about? You play a lot of armies.
AdMech.
Oh, AdMech, okay.
Yeah, if I can do decent against Dread Mob with AdMech, I'm pretty good.
So, what's your first impressions of New Orks?
Bully Boys is as the name says, they're a bunch of bullies.
They are.
Green Tide is, I think, secret OP. If people haven't already caught on that, yeah, they're very good.
It's good. I don't think it's the best, but tell me a little bit about it. I haven't played Green Tide yet.
So the way the Green Tide works is they have a lot of things from World Eaters, actually. They also can bring back models like Tyranids, and there's so many models on the board that it's just like 5 of Funeral Pain, 5 of Invulns, rolling 1s if the unit is big. One cool thing that they have is if they get shot at, they can actually do a 6-inch blood surge.
Oh yeah,
you don't even need to roll for it. It's just a flat
automatic,
6.
Yeah.
So you can catch your opponent off guard, and you can just get tied in and just move up the board really fast.
Death by numbers.
Death by numbers.
But Bully Boys is so strong.
Bully Boys is fantastic.
So strong. We'll get into it. Reason why we're a little bit late, we had our buddy Sebastian in the studio. If you don't know Seb, he's played on the channel before. He brought his Necrons. Mm-hmm. And he'll be on some more episodes. But he's helping us do a Dark Crusade. Not Dark Crusade, but he's all the Crusade rules. He's helping Anthony. We had a little meeting today for a couple hours. And we are going to be doing a narrative campaign. Anthony's going to be the front runner for that. He's going to be hosting it, I guess.
Yes.
The way it's going to work, just for anybody that's wondering, it is for members only. It's not for members only. Everybody can watch it, most of the episodes, but the members are going to get to actually play in the campaign and decide where it goes. And what else, Anthony? What else do members get to do? You might want to stand too close, or we're going to echo. He has a mic. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a mic. I was waiting to be unmuted.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna.
We're gonna have something called community conflict zones, which I don't want to explain right now because it's really cool.
Yeah. And
I think people really enjoy it. It gives interactivity that I haven't seen in other narrative campaigns. Which a quick rundown is you'll be part of the campaign. Every member.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, like all the members, get to be part of the campaign. Knight members and King member, well, the one true King, VTS5, is going to get to have a little more control, but you actually get to play matches and affect the actual board, the tiles, and how things move. It's going to be really fun. It's our first one. Like I said, our friend Sebastian has run a lot of Crusade, and he's really good with the rules and tying everything together. He goes from like 7th edition to 8th and ties in rules, and we came up with a really good system. I think Anthony's going to figure out what to do with it completely, but it's I'd say weeks away, right, Anthony?
Depending on how much time I could put into it, maybe even sooner.
Even sooner, okay, nice. That's what I like to hear. So that'll be for members coming up soon. We have a Monday Night Matchup finally coming out. Like we had a bunch of issues with computers in the studio, so that's going to be coming out, and we're finally back with the War Desk, which is right here. You're going to be able to see War Desk for members and things like that. But that's enough plugging. Let's get to the tier ranking. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you going to fall asleep tonight?
I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight. I had a coffee.
You had a coffee? From where? Don't say Starbucks.
Tim Hortons.
Okay.
So it's not enough caffeine to keep me up till like 4 a.m.
This is not in order, Anthony. Anthony has them all over the place. We're not going in from the Codex order, right?
So the order is out.
Yeah.
Tier maker goes by the file name.
Yeah.
And the file names are in alphabetical order.
You can move them around though, right?
Yeah, but I don't know the order.
Okay. Another thing I want to tell people that are watching right now, we did come up with an idea as well to get members involved with our tier rankings, and it is pretty cool. Justin, I don't think we told you about this yet.
No, you haven't.
But let me know what you think. We're not going to do it for this one, but the next tier ranking, we're going to be doing, so we'll be doing polls live polls for members only, and they get to kind of give us some ideas of what they think that unit, like a specific unit, like let's say, I don't know, Ork trucks. Where do you think they belong right now? And they get to decide, kind of put a little bit of a say into it, and we get to review it.
Cool.
Of course, we pick where we want to put them because that's the whole point of doing our tier ranking, but you will have an input and make us think twice about some stuff. And Anthony came up with another good idea for members. He's basically going to send out the list a couple nights before the tier ranking. Everybody take a look, all the members take a look at it and then submit it. What your ranking would be. You can just basically edit it and do it yourself, submit it to us. And we're going to pick the 5 or 6 best lists that we think, or the ones that we found interesting, and we're going to talk about at the end of the tier ranking. It's just a way to get our members more involved because they are great supporters to our channel. We appreciate you guys so much. But let's get to the stuff before Justin falls asleep. No, he's not falling asleep. He's got caffeine in his blood, surging. There's some units in this that I can't believe how cheap they are too. Like, we'll get to it. But anyways, let's start with the big wagon.
Battle wagon.
The battle wagon. I think, listen, you want to talk about them, what they can do?
I know the battle wagon is very tanky.
It
is, I think, 16 wounds with like toughness 10.
Yep.
Whenever you shoot at it, you're always going to get armor contempt, even in melee or shooting, I believe, because it's ramshackle. The main draw to it is it has a very big capacity. So you can load up with a lot of boys, but what I've been seeing a lot of too is just loading up with knobs for bully boys. Once those knobs get out, they can move advance with WA and just get into combat very quick.
Remember, it's T10, but with Ard case, you can add another 2 toughness if you want to do that. You're not allowed to take the big cannon on it, but it doesn't really matter because you're not shooting with Orks anyways. So you can add 2 toughness. No, I think that's for the transport capacity. So you can actually take a lot of things in here. You can take 22 Orks in this guy.
I've seen some things with putting Gazi with a bunch of knobs in there as well, and you just got a huge amount of like dudes coming out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Where do you think this? Because I like trucks because they're a cheap unit. We'll get to trucks soon. Are there trucks around here? Because we can just rank that.
We have like 51 data sheets on this thing.
Anthony,
so.
I can't even see all the ones down here because it's covered. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna get to that in a bit.
It's supposed to be on the other monitor. I'll fix that for you.
Oh, thanks. Because it'd be nice to see what's coming up. Because I can just move them up and rank all the things together here. But where do you think this belongs before Anthony fixes this?
I think it's very strong. The only thing that might draw me down a bit is because of its price, of course, right?
Yeah.
You don't need too many trucks when you get more boys or more knobs. But it is very helpful to have the battle wagon.
It is very helpful.
There are some lists that don't necessarily need battle wagons because trucks, supplement them instead. But they're still really a good pick.
How many points are they?
Let me double check that.
Let me check it right here. I got it. Orks.
They got.
I think they're like 180-ish.
That is that's pretty pricey actually.
It is. That's why you take trucks, right?
160 actually. Now that's reasonable.
I mean, it's not. Is it though?
160 is reasonable.
I guess maybe for one.
You can put multiple squads in there and actually just like start using it as a launch pad.
Well, you can take cheap 65-point trucks and go opposite directions. Right?
The counterpoint is bring it down.
Oh yeah.
Having one of that tank, the wagon, right in the middle of somewhere where it can't be seen. Yes. You just keep launching your units out left and right.
That's what you meant. Okay.
And it's good tank shock material too. It's also a very big distraction for your opponent, right?
It is a distraction carnifex for sure.
I love that phrase. It's such a good phrase.
Where do you have it? I'm gonna give you the first. What happened there, Anthony? Something broke.
No, it's just.
Oh, you're moving the monitor. Okay. I don't need it right there. That's fine though.
Anthony is great support for us.
Tech support, Anthony.
Once again, I think it should be in the strong category.
You don't have to put it that close. Thanks. You should take a picture and put it on behind the scenes for members, or like just put it on the Discord because this is funny setup right now that you have. Yeah. It's a flying V in front of me of monitors, but thank you. I can see everything so clearly now. Anthony's gonna take a picture. Sorry, Justin. What did you say?
I think
I've been distracted. You think it's a strong?
I believe it's strong.
I think 165 points.
160.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't play enough
Yeah.
orcs to
Oh,
know.
no.
Other monitor.
Wrong monitor.
Other monitor.
Anthony just put it there too, and I'm like, no, that's the wrong one. Anyways, I think
better,
I scroll. Did I scroll it wrong, Anthony?
You gotta move it down a bit.
There we go. Tech support. Can I do this
Gotta
like
go
this?
Yeah, you're good. Almost there. You got it. No.
Not really.
Maybe try using the middle click. Middle click the mouse wheel. Slowly. Go down. No, just like move the mouse down a bit. Slowly. No, all the way. Stop. You're warm.
We got it.
You're hot.
We got it. Tech support. All right. Yeah, sorry, I put them in tournament standard. They are not tournament standard. I almost clicked it again. Strong. I agree with that.
I think strong is a good place right now.
Don't worry about it.
The more I go through this orc list, of course we might change it up because
Yes.
I'm just looking at one data card at a time.
You are looking at one data card at a time. We're all looking at it. What does Anthony have next here?
Is that snake rot?
Snake rot?
Is that snake rot? I think.
I don't know. It's not in order.
No, that's a beast boss.
Beast boss.
Alphabetical.
It is a beast
right,
boss.
Beast boss.
Well, people are not taking beast nagas as much anymore, so
Because we're back to the meta of just boys.
we're back to the meta of boys. I don't know. I mean, technically speaking, he's got some pretty good things, but you're not going to take beast snagas, right? So what does he give him? +1 to hit.
Plus
You're
one to
hitting
hit.
on 2s.
And then that's really hard. I don't remember what he does honestly. I think on the charge he gets devastating wounds. What's his ability?
Once you can choose it once, right? Let me just check here.
I believe he.
This is why you got to put him in
is the
order.
once per
Anthony.
game.
I didn't know the order.
But he does have some pretty good anti-tank on his
Yeah, let me just go
claw,
through my,
and he also has like a big choppa that is good against like infantry.
I'm gonna just look through the app because it's gonna be impossible in the book. But we have no internet here. No, we do. That's
Also,
why-
every
that's how
single
we're
time
live.
he makes a charge move, it's his weapons for himself or dev wounds.
Yeah, for himself. Yeah.
So he's more of a killy guy with his.
He's good
beast
with
boys.
beast nagas. He's good with beast nagas, but beast nagas don't get. Are you gonna run beast nagas in a green tide? I don't think so.
What would I run them in? For me, I'd probably stick with the basic vanilla detachment, right? The war tribe.
Would you?
Sustain hits 1 on everybody, and they have a lot of attacks. I believe they're
Yeah.
more attacks than just regular boys.
That's the beast boss, right?
Yeah, beast boss. He is going to be 80 points though. That's very cheap for a model of
It is
his
pretty good.
stat
That is
line.
very cheap. What did you have to do? Oh, post the link. Anthony's gonna post the link.
Post a link. Post a link.
We have Mr. I can't even say your name.
Mikazuchi?
Mr. Mikazuchi in the chat.
Hey, how's it going, bro?
How's it going, Mikazuchi? Anthony's fixing something again. What happened?
No, you're good. You can keep going.
Oh, okay. I need the mouse though to rank it.
I'm gonna rank it.
No, do what you got to do. Fix
Give me
it.
a minute.
It's gonna take you a minute. Where do you got him, Justin? I got him.
Mid tier?
I got him in situational.
I think they're mid.
They're very mid.
They're yeah. They're B tier.
That doesn't look like a beast boss, Anthony. That's a beast boss.
What?
This is a beast boss.
Is that Beast Snagger Boys then?
No, that's not Beast Naga boys.
This is a beast boss. We'll put him in situational for sure. He's mid. He's very mid.
Then these are Beast Snagger Boys.
Are they?
Beast Snaga boys?
Yeah,
Beast
they're-
Snagas?
They're less flashy than the other guy.
Okay, they're beast
They're
snagas.
Beast Snaggers.
Those are beast snagas. Now it makes sense. The world is Anthony has to fix it. Beast snagas, we know what they do. They are basically a little more expensive boys.
Yes, and they're meant to be like anti-vehicle or anti-monster.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing. They're just monster hunters.
Yeah. They have a pretty similar loadout to boys. They're just more expensive. What is the perk to taking beast?
6 up, feel no pain.
That's basically it, right?
They come with a 6 up, feel no pain.
Which you get a
and
5+. You get a 4+ if you take for your knobs and for your big mechs. What
What
are
do
they
you
called? Your knobs in mech armor.
So Mega Knobs?
Mega knobs.
Mega Knobs, if you want to skip ahead, Mega Knobs get that feel no pain
Yeah.
4+ during the wall only.
Twice.
Well, that's only if we're taking
That's all
Bully
you
Boys.
need.
If we're taking, say, Dread Mob or something else, you don't get the twice per game.
So they're more tanky.
Are we talking about Beast Naga Boys still, or?
We're talking about beast snagas.
Yeah.
They're more tanky boys.
Yeah, they're more killy boys, is what I would say.
They're more killy. Okay.
Yeah, they're meant to be more killy. Because boys right now just have what, Choppas and like Sluggas, I think.
Yeah.
These guys come with a little bit better weapon.
Okay, now I don't take beast snagas anymore. So
I don't see them as much now with the Codex.
beast snagas, you get so monster or vehicle unit, you can reroll, hit roll. So they are hunting tanks more, but they have a what happened? What did you just do right now, Anthony?
I pinged everyone that we're live.
Oh, okay. You couldn't do that from your phone? No. All right. AP -1. They have the same thing.
Yes.
The choppers AP -1. They're not. I wouldn't say they're that much more killy for the points you got to pay for them. I'd rather just take boys.
You're paying more points for it. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Actually, let me double check.
Actually,
They come with Choppas, right?
they come with choppers.
The Choppas are strength 5 AP1
instead of
damage.
instead of strength 4 AP1.
Yeah, so they are more killy is why.
A little more killy, yeah.
16% more killy in terms of 1+1 strength, maybe.
Okay. You're paying a premium for that and the feel no pain.
21 points per model for the other boys versus 17.
Wow.
So you're paying a lot more for Beast Nagas.
Mid.
They're going mid with the boss.
Yeah. So let's put the beast snagas mid.
I'm gonna say they're bad because
no, they're not bad.
you probably run them
I've
with
used them
something
a
else.
bunch, yeah, but they're not going to be in top lists, I don't think. Moving on to the next one.
What was that Beast Boss on a Squigosaur?
On a Squigosaur, yeah.
So with the previous builds you could do, he was insanely tanky. I think he was like toughness 9 or toughness 10 before.
Yeah, he's
Now they had to nerf him.
T8 now.
Yeah, they had to like bring him down a bit.
Yep.
When you took Mad Cyborg Body in the index attachment, he became unkillable with a 4-up Feel No Pain.
Yep.
So now he's probably a little bit better shape in terms of points per value.
Add 1 to the charge rolls made for that unit while he's leading the unit. And you can target this model for a heroic intervention stratagem for his OCP, which is and if you do so, the target different unit with that stratagem this phase. Okay, you can do it twice, obviously. I don't know. Point-wise, he's mid.
He's a fast, durable distraction card effects.
If you're running the Beast Boys,
Yeah. So what would you think of having him just by himself? Being a big distraction. But I need to see his point cost
I just
first.
think all the Beast stuff right now, compared to like Green Tide, compared to Bully Boys, is just kind of mid. Am I wrong?
I do like him for being fast, but
He is
what do you
fast.
think? Because
I think he's just mid. Like
Mid again?
I think he's lower than these guys. I'd rather take them than.
wow, interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Beast Boys right now.
To be fair, I haven't seen a single one of them in my bunch of games played. It's just been Green Tide
Yeah.
or Bully Boys.
You think he's lower?
I have not seen him. So
He's good. Like his stat line's good. Like
he's 130 points.
yeah, he's 130.
130.
Wow.
That's actually cheap.
Yeah, for what he can do, but there's a lot of cheaper things in this than that. I'll say mid.
Okay, keep him mid.
I just think we're very mid right now. What's this?
That is a mech in Mega
I
Armor.
can't even see that. Oh yeah, it is a mech. Okay.
Guy with the helmet.
It's mech and Mega Armor.
No, it's a mech and mega armor. Yeah.
Mega Armor mech.
It's all characters first, right, Anthony? No, it's not. It's mixed up.
It's alphabetical.
Alphabetical. We're doing this the hard way. Anthony's
Yeah, it's Big Mac.
Yeah, it's a mech.
big mech.
That's why it's up there. B.
It be what it be.
There's a lot of big mechs. Is it the big mech with the big gun?
It's not the Custom Blasta. Custom Blasta isn't in Mega Armor.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
is. Custom Mega Blasta he has.
Okay, whatever it is.
Custom Mega Blaster. Yeah.
Because I remember getting shot by this the other day when I played against Dread Mob. It basically killed Breacher Turn.
This.
No, not that one. It's Mega Armor.
Oh, the mega armor guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Mech and Mega Armor.
I like the mech. Like honestly, the mech lists are good.
Do you know what he does?
Read it out.
He allows your unit
Yeah,
to
he's
roll
good.
once to hit in
Yeah,
ranged.
he's
But
good.
the important thing is he's a space medic.
Yeah.
He can bring back Mega Knobs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
While this model is leading a unit in your command phase, you can return one destroyed bodyguard model in that unit.
Yeah.
So he's a space medic.
I
He's very
wouldn't say
strong.
he's standard.
He's expensive though. He is 100 points.
100 points
And
to bring a guy back.
Speaking of that too, it's like when I'm looking at the points here, it looks
Yeah.
really cheap because the armies I play are elite or very undercosted or overcosted.
Okay.
This looks like it's competitively you know,
You think that's cheap?
100 points for a medic that can do all that stuff, and he's in a 2-up save.
He's
I think
big.
That's pretty cheap.
He has the same amount of attacks as a regular Mega Knob. 2 attacks, right?
He has 3 attacks or 4 attacks with the Power Claw.
He has 4 attacks. Oh, he doesn't have the. You can't take the 2 saws, right? Like the
Plus,
Mega Knobs.
he also gives the unit a 4+ invulnerable if he's attached.
Get out of here.
Yeah, while the bear is leading a unit, models in that
Why
unit
are people
have
not
4+
taking him?
invuln.
In Bully Boys, what
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of surprises from people.
From
Yeah.
who?
It's this one.
the
Big Mech and Mega Armor.
No, I'm
right?
saying who? Oh, surprises
Anthony.
from Anthony back here.
4-up invul, 2-up save, 4-up feel no pain for half the game.
It only
Well-
applies to range attacks, though,
It's only range attacks. Yeah, okay,
which
that makes
is
sense now.
probably what you're going to be shooting at most.
Yeah, I mean that's good. You're going to be in combat pretty early, especially if you WA early. But wow, and reroll hit rolls of 1
For range attacks.
for range attacks, not a big deal.
That's not important because you're not going to shoot often.
Return 1 destroyed bodyguard. Where do you see that it does that?
Custom Mega Field. Or Custom Force Field.
Oh, so
in
it's
the
war gear options. This model can be equipped with 1.
War gear abilities.
Man, that's really good. Honestly, Top is strong, but he might be tournament. He's 100 points.
How
I'm on the
Killy-
fence on that.
How defensive do you need your what are they called? The Mega Knobs to be?
I mean, they're pretty, like, if we're going to jump ahead, they're already pretty tanky.
So this is just
This is just kind of going into stupid.
he's insurance
He's giving you a
what I say.
4-up invuln
against shooting.
against shooting, which you're going to get shot by a lot of armies. And before you charge into them, because you're going to do a shit ton of damage when you get into them and lock them up and start, keeping them there for a while. It's just another, you have a 4-up feel no pain with a 4-up invuln, and you're bringing a model back. So you kill 2 of these guys, and then 1 comes back. That's annoying.
Yep.
That's really annoying. Mega Knobs are not the hardest to kill. Like, if there's 6 of them, it's not that hard. But when you see, like, now people are bringing 3 units of 6, and it's like, okay, that's too much to deal with. I need to start ignoring these guys.
So the reason why I
This
would
is
not say
overwhelmingly
he's not
strong.
super amazing is because the War Boss probably gives +1 hit.
He does.
Yeah,
That's why
might
you want him to
trump
hit. You want him to hit
this
better.
one.
So that's a good point. Yeah. So we'll come back to that. I'm going to leave him as strong, though. He is strong.
Cool.
Yeah, he is strong. Let's move on. You made a good point because we'll get to him after. I think he's coming up here. Do you want to just talk about him? I can find him here if I can find him.
War Boss will be at the end.
War Boss, right here. War
No.
Boss in Mega Armor.
Is that the War Boss and Mega Armor?
Yeah, he's right here.
All right, that's the
Yes.
yeah, that's the man's
Yeah,
boss.
that's the man's boss. Let's talk about him. He's down here. I can move him up, right? I'll move him here. War Boss in Mega Armor
So what does he have?
He's
Might
+1
is
to
right.
hit.
+1 to hit for all melee
for
attacks
all
from the
melee,
unit.
which you're going to put him with Mega Knobs because that's who he goes with.
When you call the wall, the model's huge choppa is 3 flat damage.
Yeah.
So he's really killy.
Yeah.
And he has a supportability of +1 to hit for the whole unit.
+1 to hit for the whole unit.
Consider your-
and
Yep.
he gets the 4-up feel no pain.
For feel no pain because he's part of that
He's
unit.
part of that unit, so he's extra tanky. We were playing, sorry, I forgot his name. He was here.
Dion.
Dion was here with his bully boys. We came up with there was a few situations that we came up with where he died during a fight phase where he lost the 4-up feel no pain, and we kind of had to like split that up in 2. When they're alive and they're together, that's the toughest thing in the Orks army right
Yes.
now. So I need to say he's tournament standard. What do you think?
No, I agree. He's also 80 points. So
80.
you're paying 20 less points than the Mega Knob
Oh my God. Yeah.
War Boss.
I mean, he does bring a model back though. To be fair,
20 more points for that, yeah.
20 more points to bring back. You're bringing back unless somebody wipes your 6-man Mega Knob in one go. You're bringing back 1, maybe 2 turns of doing that, and if they really dedicate it, that's crazy. That's 90. That's 90. He can pay for himself by bringing 1 guy back.
Yep, that's true.
So I'm gonna still say he's strong. Let's go to the Big Mac with shock attack gun. You don't see him run as much as he used to be, but this model's using a unit reroll hit rolls of 1. That's in the for shooting, which we don't, like we said, we don't really. Orcs right now don't really care about shooting. In the shooting phase, after this model has shot, select 1 enemy unit. By 1 or more of those attacks, that unit must take a battle shock test. Pretty standard mechanic right now. I don't think he's really that good. I have him below
I don't think he's that good.
situational, but what do you think?
What can you attach him to? Ludas, if you want to consider that. He can't even attach to flash kits, which
he can't go to flash kits, no.
So I would say he's bad. And he's also expensive. 5 more points, you can get a Mega Armor War Boss. That's very
You say he's bad?
I think he's bad.
Is he bad?
I don't know what he can do right now.
He can go to Luda's, mech guns, knobs, and boys.
Too.
You can attach him to a mech gun. Reroll hit rolls of 1 is not bad.
Here's the thing: if you're attaching him to Ludas anyways, Ludas do have reroll 1 to hit naturally.
Yeah.
And if the opponent is in range of an objective marker, you roll all to hit roll.
Wow.
So the only thing you really want to take this guy for is if you want to attach him to like boys with a lot of guns, mech guns maybe.
Taking boys to shoot, you're not
and
in a
then
good position.
The shock attack gun is like strength 9, AP 4, D6 damage with D6 plus 1 shots.
Wow.
So it could be a good like Marine killer or Terminator killer.
Yeah.
So if you want to go with that, maybe he's just bad choice then.
I think maybe bottom of situational. Maybe bottom of situational.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Just look at the price and comparing to like the War Boss.
He's 80 points, right?
75 points for this guy.
Yeah, I'll say bad choice. Again, I did it.
Again,
It's okay. It's right. I clicked it perfectly back. Bad choice.
that's what I think. He seems like a bit underwhelming when the other HQs seem way better.
They do.
All right, and this is the Big Mech with Big Gun.
Big Mech with big gun.
So he's just a regular Big Mech, I think.
Yes, this is the Big Mech. Reroll 1s. How many points is he, Justin?
He is 80 points.
So he's more expensive than a shock attack gun.
But he has a really cool ability. You can reroll charge rolls, advance rolls for the unit.
Yeah.
And every single time it makes a normal advance or fallback move, it basically gets fly to the unit.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty good. I like that gimmick, but I don't like shooting orcs. It's not a good.
He does
concept
come with
for
a
me.
power claw though, so maybe leading some boys he might be pretty cool, right? Because if you're planning to play like a very aggressive blob list of a lot of boys,
Yeah.
he could be useful for just getting that extra movement onto an objective.
True.
And then being able to like move through terrain could help as well.
Do you think you're going to see shooty orcs though?
I fought against Shooty Boy list
Yeah?
with a couple of mechs attached to
Okay.
them. The rules didn't really help, and shooting into AdMech is not really too useful.
Oh, you played with your AdMech. Okay.
Yeah. This is
So
when your whole army stealth.
you think you think he's better than the shock attack
More utility. I do like this guy for the utility.
just because of his abilities, right?
Yeah, being able to reroll advance rolls is going to help a lot if you want to take this guy, right?
Yeah.
Like
it's not bad.
buffing up boys, buffing up knobs if you want to attach to that.
Situational, I think, is a good place. Put him there. He's not the worst.
Though even one thing I'll say with the shock attack gun guy,
Yeah.
you could just take him by himself and just bring him
yeah.
from reserve.
Oh, yeah, of
All of a
course.
sudden he just gets
Yeah.
a bunch of shots in.
Or put him with like a big mech. The big gun.
Or put him with like a 5 Ludas and just get full roll to hit.
Even the big gun. What's it called? The mech gun. Put him
So,
there. Give him reroll 1s.
Maybe shock attack gun. I'll look over it again to see if shock attack gun
We'll
maybe
come
might
back.
move back up.
We'll come back. Let us know what you think. This is where we would poll the members and see what you guys think that shock attack gun goes. Because we're thinking bad choice, but I was thinking situational.
With Ludas, I'm thinking now with full
Situational?
roll to hit, coming
Yeah.
from reserve, you're going to get a lot of attacks with
Yeah.
strength 9, AP4, D6.
Yeah, and you're on an objective. Yeah.
I think maybe move him up later on.
Okay.
Or if you
let's
want to move
just
him
do
up back there.
Who do you think's better? I like the advance and charge a little bit better.
The shock attack gun
Sorry,
is
the
pretty funny
charge
though.
reroll. Okay, shock attack gun is really fun. What about this thing?
I have no idea what that is.
That's the
It's the bunker.
bunker. Yes.
But what does it do?
What does it do? Nothing, not much. You have to be in range of it, first of all. And, right? While friendly orc units are within 6 inches of the fortification, improve leadership characteristic by models by 1. And each time a range attack is allocated to this model, if the model is fully visible to every model in that attack, that model has the benefit of cover against that attack.
Okay.
While the enemy unit is only within engagement range of 1 or more fortifications from your army. Okay. Yeah, this is.
There was.
Anthony's just laughing. I'm just reading the
I'm
rules.
not too sure what this means. What does it mean, boys? What does it
Look,
mean?
I'll read it again. Ramshackle cover. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to the model, If this model is not fully visible to every model in that attacking unit because of this fortification, if it's blocking,
that's just ruin cover.
yeah, that model has the benefit of cover. So they're just getting cover from it.
That's just ruins.
It's giving cover. Yeah, it's ruins. And then shooting pull, it has an aura. It gets is giving a leadership buff aura of 6 inches. I don't subtract 1 from the hit roll. What's that? Is it debuffing as well? While enemy units are in range.
So long.
Subtract 1 from the hit roll. Models that the unit is not needed to desperate escape. Okay, and then taking desperate debuffs against desperate escape. I don't think it's that good because you have to be in range of this thing the whole time. Like, and orcs don't want to be sitting around in a fortification, right?
Yeah.
They want to be pushing in your face turn 1.
Where do you want to put this then? Because it seems really
don't take
underwhelming.
it. What do you think? Who the hell is taking fortifications now? I mean, maybe demons? No, not even. Would you take a skull throne for demons? Don't take it.
There are so few
Do
armies
yourself a
with
favor.
terrain pieces. I don't even know.
There's so few.
Daka Jet. I believe that is the Daka Jet. No, is that Burnabama? That'd be Burnabama first.
Do we need to go through the flyers? They all are really bad. But let's go through them.
Burnabama. So I'm guessing it's...
Rami's in the chat. What's up, Rami?
Was it the Blitzer-Bomber?
Rami just won a tournament. He's an NKG, Team NKG member.
Hey.
If you haven't seen him on the channel, we have to have him back on soon because he's been busy. But he's going to be back on soon. Congratulations, Rami. Great RTT win. 4-game RTT at X Planet. He won it with Tyranids. And he played Sebastian, who was helping us today in the second last game. And Sebastian was a close game. And then he played first place holders.
Zachary Prinsloo.
Zachary, who is a great player, playing Death Guard in the finals. Sam Precario's ex-teammate. Sam hasn't been playing in 10th edition, but Zach is, and he's a great player. So congratulations to Remy.
Yep, congrats.
And yeah, Mizuki's in there saying congratulations. He heard about the win. Remy's bringing those NKG team points to our. No, we got to get out to more tournaments. Who wants to come to? What's it called? Atlantic City Open. Remy, you want to go to Atlantic City? Atlantic City Open in June. Let's go win it. It's open already. Yeah, there's still tickets available. It's a Frontline Gaming GT, so it's 2 days. Big one. Get a lot of points if you win that one. But anyways, let's go to the Flyers. What do you want to say about Flyers? I know they're all bad. That's all I know. Nobody's taking Flyers. Remember how good they were in 9th edition?
Yeah.
I believe I saw a game where they won in turn 1 just by blocking.
Oh, that was 9th edition. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, 9th edition.
The guy gave up on turn.
So they are. Anthony, do you have your mic on you?
Yes.
You're eating rice, but
I'm good.
don't kill yourself while you're talking and eating. But, oh my God!
Sorry.
Oh my God! It happens so much.
Anthony, please enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal. Don't choke.
I'm good.
Don't choke on it. That's what I mean. Stay safe.
Keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe. We're worried about you right now choking. So.
Am I muted?
You're not muted. What I was saying is a lot of the rules in 10th edition why Flyers got just like nerfed to the ground is because of the shit that Orks did in
that situation in 9th was a Dark Eldar player.
Yeah.
If I remember right, he deployed pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or at least decently bad.
And he got taken off the table.
The Orc player went first, flew up, killed I think a third of his army, and the guy conceded. That's how they won turn 1.
Nice. I like when Orks win by tactical, like they outthink their opponent. That's ridiculous.
What's the thinking?
Yeah, you just.
I thought it was just flooding the whole board with Flyers.
Yeah, still thinking.
We're basically doing the Battle of London.
Shogun, Total War.
Shogun.
Okay, where do you got this guy? The Blitz Bomber.
It moves over things on a 4+, deals a mortal wound.
Sucks.
115 points is cheap, but you gotta.
I'll say this: it's better than the terrain piece.
The boss head bunker thingy.
4+. That's all it does, literally.
Yep.
Wow.
It has a bunch of guns, if that's important.
Orcs shooting, hitting on 5s, strength 5, strength 6, rapid fire 2, big deal, twin linked, rapid fire 2. No, do not take this thing.
Okay.
Do not take it.
Next up, we got the Burnabomb, I think.
I'm gonna put all the flyers here so we can just do all the flyers together.
All right, get it in one go.
Is it all?
Don't forget the scrap jet.
Where's the scrapjet?
Yeah, look for the scrapjet.
Wait, the scrapjet's not a flyer. The DACA jet. I don't see the DACA jet.
You're right there. You missed it.
Oh, that's a DACA jet.
No, you missed it.
Where?
Keep going. There.
Oh, there it is. Okay, DACA jet's there. Those are all the flyers.
Scrapjet.
So let's do scrapjet.
I always get them mixed up. When I say scrapjet, people think
So which one's this? This is the Burna bomber, right?
that is the Burna bomber.
That's the Blitz bomber, and then Blitza bomber, and this is the Burna bomber.
Burna bomber.
Uppy downy. Each time a model ends normal move, again, mortal wounds when you go over. Roll d6 for every model in that unit. That is not the worst, but it's just the only thing it has. And the guns are nothing.
It just ignores cover for anything else shooting at your target.
I mean, no.
Again, another army would be useful, but your orcs.
We're orcs. We don't like this. Bottom tier. Let's get to, which one's this? The DACA jet? No.
No, that would be the what's it called? Wazbomb Blaster Jet.
Wazboom Blaster Jet. Guys, I want these to be better. Each time this model flies, range attack target cannot fly, reroll or hit a reroll of 1. What?
Let me see that.
Reroll a hit roll of 1. So each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets a unit that cannot fly, reroll a hit roll of 1. So you can basically reroll 1s against units that don't fly.
Yep.
With guns that they hit on 4-ups. That's kind of surprising.
The most expensive flyer at 175.
It is 175 for a flyer with no.
Because there's a mech inside. No, it's a mech flyer.
Rami Sane, he recalls that he ran a full fire booter Speed Freaks list with squig buggies and 3 DACA jets, turn 1's Speedwa, and removed 2/3 of the army. Yeah, the Eldar's army, Dark Eldar's army. Yeah, it happened. It was live on.
Like a week later, they put a 2-flyer limit.
2-flyer limit.
Did you know that the Wazbomb Blaster Jet has grenades?
It can grenade?
It has grenades. Look at
now
this.
I'm taking it.
Where is it? This one, right? There.
Grenades. So wait, you can grenade tank shock? No, you can't tank shock.
I think you could tank shock, but
It's a
only against
vehicle.
fly, right?
Only against fly, yes.
But it does come with grenades, so.
Can you hover?
You can
No,
hover.
it can't hover.
Oh, it can't hover.
It's a jet.
Okay, this is horrible. Not taking it.
That's just funny though. Just you come on from reserves
Guys,
and just grenade something.
I mean, if it flies for orcs right now, it's not good. Okay, now it's the DACA jet. It's got a twin super shooter. It's got rapid fire 2, sustain hits 1, twin linked. It's all hitting on a whopping 4 shot, hitting on 5. Strength 6, AP 1, 1 damage. It's got a melee attack that is not going to happen. Each time this model makes a ranged attack, every successful hit roll scores a critical. What?
So whenever it hits, you
Wow.
get crits, which means sustain hits and
So you can double up. That's pretty good, but the gun sucks.
16 shots in total is all you get.
That's not the worst.
If you're in rapid fire as well. in order
If
to
you get
that.
rapid fire, yeah. So
Otherwise, you just get 8. I think 8, right?
you get 8. Yes, you get because you get 2 of them. So you get 8. Otherwise, you get 12.
12. Oh, it's rapid fire 2, not rapid fire
It's rapid fire 2, so you get 12 shots.
That is pitiful, I think.
It has sustain hits 1, and then every crit hit gets you another wound.
Gets you a sustain hit.
A hit roll. Sorry. So you're exploding on 6s with sustain 1. So does that just become?
No, 5s and 6s are sustained.
Oh, okay, I get.
Because
what
you
you're
need to
saying.
roll
Yeah.
a hit.
Yeah.
If you get +1 to hit, that works as well. If you hit, you crit.
It's a crit. So you can.
Sorry,
I mean,
you have 3 twin super shooters. You can at most have. So
says
12.
says 2 twin super shooters.
Yeah, and then you can add a third one.
Where does it say that?
The model will be equipped with an additional twin super shooter.
Oh, okay. So you can get 3 of them.
So 12, 14, 16.
That's
If
a
you're-
lot of shots.
If you're within 18, you're going to get 18 shots.
You're hitting
with
on
rapid fire.
5s, but any hit, so any successful hit is a crit.
Yep.
Still crap. It's the top of the crap, though. Don't take it. All right, on to the stuff that matters. Let's go to let's put all the buggies here. Let's do the buggies next.
I get these all mixed up. This is the Boomdaka Snazwagon.
How do you even see that from there?
Alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
I'm
how you do
assuming They're in alphabetical order.
Let's put the bikes up here too. I'm gonna reorganize Anthony's shittery over here of alphabetical order crap. And then I'll put the bikes. Then we'll do the bikes. What's this? Is this the...
That's the Hunter rig.
Okay. And...
If there's a wizard on it, it's Killer rig.
Killer rig. All right. There's the orc boss. We'll do. I mean the bike boss. So we'll put him there.
The war trike.
And then we'll do. Let's do the truck first.
All right, the humble truck.
Let's do the truck. I love them. They're cheap. You get your boys in there. You get your knobs in there. Knobs drive them up with their war boss. Knock things around. I mean, it's so cheap. 65 points. Mm-hmm. You put your knobs, 10 man of knobs with a war boss.
Yes.
Easy transport around. Why wouldn't you use it?
You want more boys.
True. But then you're foot slogging it.
That's okay. When you have so many boys,
yeah,
you need to
just
fit
a green tide.
You need to fit more boys in there.
But does the moon affect them?
The moon.
Does the moon
depends.
affect the tide?
Depends.
Okay.
If you just make the whole entire moon just full.
I think trucks are tournament standard.
Yep.
There's no
For
way you're
bully
not
boys,
taking.
It's important.
I mean, bully boys for sure. If you're taking the what's the I forgot what it's called now. The
War tribe.
War tribe. Yes. The which you're not probably going to see that very much, but and green tide maybe not.
No, just boys.
Just boys it, but the best one right now is bully boys, and you're going to see a bunch of trucks. So yep. Trucks. Next, what did you say this is called?
Boomdaka Snazwagon.
Oh, sure. What does it do, Justin?
A lot of shots, but the most important thing is it has dust trail. Okay. If a unit is within 6 inches of it, that's an enemy and not a monster or vehicle.
Yep.
Subtract 1 from the hit roll.
That's actually funny.
And it has a lot of shots as well, I think, too.
Custom, wait, which one?
I think this is is that the Boomdaka Snazwagon? Yeah, it is. Go back. This one here. It's the one with, you have a guy shooting, throwing something out.
That's not it.
Is it?
No. Boomdaka Snazwagon.
Boomdaka Snazwagon.
Oh, this one. Yeah, he's right.
The grunt on the front.
This one?
I can't tell.
That's the one with the grunt on the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We've got confirmation. It is a Boomdaka Snazwagon. All right. I don't know. That's all right. I just don't think speed freaks are good right now.
No, speed freaks are not good.
So
80 points for this
it is
thing.
80 points. No. Please no.
The shooting is anti-infantry, but you don't really need that.
Here? No, I think it's a bad choice, to be honest. I do think it's a bad choice. Is that the scrap jet? What is this?
No, that's not the scrap jet.
This is a scrap jet. Let's do the scrap jet.
What does it do?
Scrap jet. Each time model ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of it. On a D6, 2 to 5, enemy suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 6, enemy suffers 3 mortal wounds.
So impact hits.
Just impact, free impact hits, but
80 points for this vehicle.
80 points. It moves 12. I guess it moves even further on a wall. You can charge for free.
Charge is always free.
Advance and charge. Basically, I mean, like you're gonna move 12, advance, and then charge with this guy and do 3 mortals, and then your close combat attacks are weapon skill 4, strength 8, AP 1, 2 damage. So you have like a less powerful orc power fist with 4 attacks. Basically, what one knob can do is not good, in my opinion. What do you think?
80 points for impact hits like that. I mean, if you tank shock, you could get even more out of it.
You're just going to waste CP and dump everything into this one guy. I mean, he could be funny, obviously.
I think he probably goes beside his little buddy.
Yeah, I think he's better than him, though. Poor scrap jets. I want these guys to be good. There is one here that I like.
What is this one called? Custom Booster Blaster? Is that
this is the Booster Blaster, yeah. Anthony's just laughing at every name we say.
The buggies' names are ridiculous.
They're funny. They're orcs. That's what they would call them. A Booster Blaster. It's not the Dragster. This is the Booster Blaster. In the shooting phase, after this model has shot, select one enemy unit with. This is how bad they are.
So suppression.
We haven't even remembered like what they do. Yeah, it's just suppression. Like, honestly, these guys are all in like, bad.
He costs 75 points.
That's not bad.
He does come with grenades, though. So you can grenade, tank shock.
For a subtract 1 to the wound roll? For the hit roll. It's not even wound roll, it's hit roll.
Yeah, hit roll. It's only for ranged attacks also.
Yeah. No.
And the last one we have here is...
That's the...
second last one.
That's the squig buggy.
So many weird names.
It's a squig buggy.
Rucka Trucka Squig Buggy.
Yeah, that's not Squig Buggy.
That's a squig buggy.
No, that's Rucka Truck Squig Buggy.
Yeah, but it's a squig buggy for short. You like it?
I don't like the name.
I like the name.
Read what this thing does.
Oh no!
This
It has
is-
the old Thraxi rule.
Yes.
So on a 4+, then you start slowing people down.
Yes. Oh my god, that's really bad.
That's what the Thraxi used to be. On a 4+, I think 5+, and then you add 2 if you have Skitarii or something around.
I might put this in near...
Then you subtract the movement and all that.
Yeah, no, this is not good. You want to read what it does? Just
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a
After you
squig.
shoot something that is not a monster or vehicle, on a 4+, you subtract 2 from the move, advance, and charge. It has to be from the squig launches too. You get to place mines though.
Yeah.
Select one enemy within 3 inches of this model and roll 1d6. On a 4+, suffer d6 mortal wounds. So this thing is just an RNG machine.
Anthony, we got a comment from Jake saying you didn't put a Stompa here. Let me see. There's a Stompa. You just can't see him yet, guys. It'll pop up.
No, yeah, we have half a Stompa up there.
Where's the half a Stompa?
No, look on our...
Oh yeah, if you look at the top right, bottom right corner, that's a Stompa,
right
the
here.
last one right now.
I have 51.
Right here.
51.
That's the top half of a Stompa.
Right there.
So you'll see him. We'll talk about him. He's very funny. Fun and funny. Is he competitive?
We'll see. We'll
see.
talk
We'll
about
talk about it.
This thing seems even worse than the
It
other
is.
ones.
It's horrible. It's so funny though. I'm reading it. The more I read it, the more I'm
I think
laughing.
this is a legit...
This is don't
100
take.
points for this thing, yeah.
How much?
100 points.
Don't take.
No, this is the worst one.
Should I put this beside here? No, the Flyers are worse, honestly.
You might be able to do something with this thing at least.
Flyers are legit
But
worse.
that is expensive for 100 points.
Yeah, that's ridiculously bad. Sorry, people that want to run Speed Freaks, GW didn't help you out here. But you know what? They're fun. I mean, we're talking competitive here. We're making a list.
All right, now we got
you
the
wanna take,
Shock
but-
Blaster, right?
The Shaka Blast.
Shock Dragsta.
Shock Dragsta. Anthony.
He's in the washroom.
Oh no. Turn your mic off, or maybe I'll turn it on. Who wants to hear Anthony in the washroom? Nobody.
No, I don't.
Nobody. Okay. The last one, the Shock Jump Dragsta. You know what it does. I use it against you. Can teleport. It's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. It was fun to do some shenanigans with it. But how many points is it?
It is 75. That's reasonable.
It's reasonable for what it does, but I don't think I still would take it because there's so many better things. I'd say it's the best out of all the vehicles, though. Not all the vehicles, all the
Bad choices right now.
the buggies. So if you don't know what this does, it basically teleports around the board. After it, instead of advancing, right? It just teleports. You can just put it anywhere you want. Deep strikes anywhere, not deep strikes, but 9 inches away from anything on the board. You can do shenanigans with it. You can do objectives. You can do, what's it called? Deploy teleport homers with it.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't even because you're advancing. You count as advanced.
Oh, does it have any assault weapons?
It does not have assault. If
Wow.
it had assault, it would be good. Not having assault makes it really crappy for that reason. But you could do you can't do signals, but you can do behind enemy lines.
Engage as well.
Engage. Okay. I still think it's bad, but it's the worst of the bad ones. All right, no more
Best
buggies.
of the bad ones.
The best of the bad. Sorry. Yeah, we're done with all the buggies. Good.
All right, Death Kill War Trike War Boss.
He wants to be good, but war bikes are not bad. We'll get to them. But they're next. Do you want to do the war bikes first?
Sure.
And then we'll talk about him?
War Bikes. I remember playing
me move
Nick
this.
Denty with them. Great game with them. He
Yeah.
used this combo as well. They're fast. I think you used them as well.
Yeah, they're good for
It's up to
screening.
6, 3 wounds, 4 up safe, and they have 12-inch movement.
They do.
Very fast.
And they have salt.
When they shoot at something that's within 9 inches of themselves, improve the AP by 1. So your shooters are actually pretty deadly now with Daka guns are AP 1 then.
I think my only issue was points with them.
They are 140 points for 6, 70 for 3.
Yeah, 70 for 3. I don't know.
The melee is just boy stat line, so they're not the greatest.
They're good for screening, in my opinion. Like, I do like them for that. I just don't think they're going to hold up to the current meta, just because they don't have enough boys in the unit. Can you take 6 of them?
Up to 6.
And they're not knobs; it's just boys.
I think there is 1 knob.
There's 1 knob. Okay.
There's only 1 knob.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's.
They do get a lot of shots.
Yeah,
When
Jose
they're with
says
the
an
rapid fire.
assault car without the keyword assault. Love it. Exactly. Where's the assault? Let me jump my buggy and do teleport homers behind the enemy lines. Then you see people taking it. It'd be decent. But you can't even do anything with it. It just jumps and what? Sits there? Mm-hmm. Annoying.
I think this guy would probably be situational.
I think even bad.
Even bad, eh?
I don't think you need bikes. But you know what? Screening, because of the screening, maybe put them at the bottom of situational
That's
right now.
very foreboding for the bike boss then. Because the bike boss is just a war boss on a bike.
Yeah.
He grants the unit auto advance 6.
He does. That's
Which
what
is
I
pretty
was
nice.
doing with. That's what I was doing with them, just to like screen units. Like it's cheap enough where you can do that and not have to have a huge point sink, and you can screen like a big unit for a turn, maybe a turn and a half if you're lucky,
Yeah.
because they're not that tanky. But they are on a bike, so they get T6.
T6.
So it's not bad, and they do have 2 wounds apiece.
It might be tougher because
Or 3
he's
wounds
bigger.
apiece, sorry.
No, he's T6.
3 wounds apiece. That's going to be 9 wounds. You take a bike boss there with them. It's a decent point sink, though, just as a screening unit. They don't have enough output as a shooting unit, and their close combat is not going to really be super effective.
He is 80 points, and then a minimum man squad of 3 bikes is 70.
No.
So 150, I think, for a screening unit.
He's in the same situation, very, very situational. Top of bad or bottom of situational?
Good question.
Like,
What do you think?
I think he's like that. I'm fine with it. I don't think he's as bad as the buggies.
No, there's some play with them.
You can still play with him. He's just not going to be strong or tournament, right? He's not in the top 2, but he's playable. Oh, we forgot one. What is that?
That is, I think, is there a guy on top of it, or is it just a
I think
harpoon?
so. I can't see.
That's a hunter rig, because it looks like a
Hunter
spear.
rig, yes. It's not a kill rig. It's the hunter.
No,
rig.
hunter rig is the one with the giant harpoon on the top,
Yeah.
and then the other one has a weird guy on the top.
Hunter rig is.
I believe this one is the one with the big transport capacity and a
Yes.
giant spear.
Yeah. Oh man. What do you think?
It is meant to be supporting the Snaga boys.
Which nobody plays Beast Snagas anymore. Poor Beast Snagas. War bikes. Yeah, we put the war
This
bikes
thing
already.
is called the kill rig.
Kill rig?
No, hunter rig.
No, it's the hunter rig. Yeah, with the spear, right?
Yeah. It's hard to tell from the small photo.
It is. Anthony, you just got the standard ones too, right? So
It's all from GW. Well, 90%.
just to keep, yeah, just so you know what you're talking, like what we're looking at.
Some I couldn't find.
Sometimes you get. We had another person that was here doing that, and they would get like one-off pictures from the internet.
With backgrounds next to like white background ones.
Yeah.
Mine are at least all white background.
That person didn't know what they were doing, right?
Huh, this is a funny weapon, actually.
Which one? Read it out.
The hunter rig.
Yeah.
It is 150 points, 21 capacity for only
One
the
less
Beast
than
Snaga
the,
infantry.
Okay.
When they have people embarked, they get extra attacks on their Butcher Boys, which is just anti-monster
Yeah.
and anti-vehicle 4+, strength 5, AP 1 damage weapons.
Yeah.
The most important thing is they have a rule called snagged. Each time this weapon scores a hit against a monster or vehicle unit, until the end of the turn, if the bearer selects the target of a charge for the monster or vehicle that it tagged, add 2 to the charge roll. And the opponent cannot make Overwatch.
That's pretty good. That's not like stupid good, but it's like, that's pretty, you can use that in a lot of...
The problem is, it's a weapon that's 12-inch range, and it has to hit on 5s to actually get that roll to work.
Oh, yeah, true.
So...
But it is
man.
like situational. Honestly, that is a situational, like, I wouldn't say they're horrible.
I'm not saying it's bad, but they have a lot of attacks.
I think it's better than these guys.
Yeah, 150 points for a toughness 10, 16 wound model with a 3-up save.
Let's put him right here. He's situational, better than the War Boss and the bikes. The points is kind of, yeah.
150 is actually pretty decent.
For what? How many wounds?
16.
16 for one
of these hunter breaks.
150?
Yep.
It's not bad.
It's around the same price.
And you're transporting a bunch of orcs.
It's around the same price as a battle wagon. This is the equivalent of a battle wagon for them.
Uh,
More killy though in terms of melee. It has a
more killy,
funny
yes.
gun. So the next one we have
shock with it too.
is the kill rig.
Kill rig. Wait,
Do you want to talk about the other rig?
we did the rig already.
That's one of the rigs. There's 2 rigs actually.
Wait, what?
There's the hunter rig and the kill rig.
Yeah, we did that first. Remember?
No, that's the battle wagon.
Wait, there's another rig?
Yeah, there's 2 rigs here. Because we did that rig. You want to do the other one right now?
Anthony didn't put it.
No, you missed it.
I did. Everything's there.
Where is it?
I'm confident this time everything's there.
Stop. Up. To the right 4 times. That's
Oh,
the other
that
rig.
thing.
That's the kill rig.
The kill
Since
rig.
we're talking about the rig anyways, let's just finish this one up.
Okay, do the kill rig. Go ahead.
170 points. You have a wizard guy on top of it now.
Yeah.
So he's shooting space magic. He also has a stick cannon, so you can snag people with it.
That's pretty good.
The war tower, where the weird boy is, the war boy, is a psychic flamer at 24-inch range.
That's weird.
It's D3 shots, but it's strength 12, AP minus 3d6.
I kind of like this.
It has the Spirit of Mork as the rule. At the start of the fight phase, you can select one friendly orc unit within 12.
Yeah.
On a 1, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 2 to 5, add 1 to the strength characteristics for melee. And on a 6, add +1 to the strength until the end of the turn. And it has lethal hits. It feels like more of a killy vehicle, this one.
It's pretty good, though. I think I'm going to put this guy bad then
And bad?
and put this guy there
Yeah.
because that makes more sense to me.
This feels more like the battle wagon now, the equivalent.
I like over here. Yeah, that makes more sense. That's not bad because, I mean, keeping the theme with orcs killing in close combat, I don't think it's that bad. And you said it's 140 points?
70.
170. So it's more expensive, but it is more effective, I think. And you,
Oh, could target any orc model. Any orc unit.
yeah.
Not just like weird boys. Snagas.
any orcs.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can give your knobs +1 strength if you want.
And 21 capacity for
This
transport?
one's 11.
11, okay.
Because you got the war boy who's just taking up all the space.
Yes, you have the guy spewing his magic out there. I think it's better. I think
Okay.
it's better.
Now we're back onto the regular scheduled orcs.
The choppas. Get to the choppas. Helicopters, heli choppas, what are they called again?
These are Defcoptas.
Defcopters, that's it. They want to be good, but they're just like not getting there.
So I would compare these honestly to kill cans
Sort of,
and just
yeah.
check the pricing.
They're like
They have
pretty
a
overpriced.
They have a similar like weapon use, right, and weapon profile.
I know they have the rockets.
I think what's this thing called? The Defcoptas, right?
Defcopters. Man, the internet's slow today.
For 6 models is 200 points. 3 is 100.
Overpriced.
So when you fly over people, you basically have your helicopter blades just like ram into people.
Yep.
On a 4+, you deal a mortal wound. So if you have 6 of them on a 4, you fly over something.
Big deal.
On a 4+, you do mortal wounds.
Nah,
It's like grenades.
it's grenades, but you only get to do that when you fly over a unit.
Yes.
You don't get to just choose a unit. 200 points to get 6 of them, though.
Yes.
And then your ranged attacks, you have like, you can take a custom Mega Blasta, which is not bad, but remember they're hitting on 5s, orc shooting, blah, blah, blah. The rockets have twin linked, which is not bad. D3, which is swingy. I don't know. And they're only 4 wounds. Well, not only 4 wounds, but you know what I mean. For a 200 points unit, that is not going to do much. What would you do with them?
They're too
You're not
expensive.
screening with them.
Yeah, they're too expensive to do that. I guess you take a minimum squad, you deep strike them somewhere, and just
Yeah.
Storm Boys do that way better for cheaper.
Exactly.
This is tough. This is tough.
I don't like them.
They
I'm gonna say bad
are
choice,
really
but
expensive.
you might think they're a little bit higher.
I would compare them to Killicans, and I gotta look up the Killican stat sheet to like compare.
Yeah.
I'd honestly take Killicans over these guys for a little bit more price.
Let's
50
not
points
talk
more.
kilocans yet. What do you think?
I think these are either low situational, very low, or just top bad. I don't think they're completely terrible,
What's your?
but it's shooty orcs, which we don't need.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see shooty orcs. Well, until they do something about it, but they're dead and that's it.
And you can't attach anybody to them, so you can't be like put a mech with them and push the button in case you need it.
Push the button. Yeah, no, I think they're bad.
Put them down there.
Like this.
Yeah, better than the little hunter rig.
They're better than all that stuff because just the movement, and they do have a few like tactics that they can do, some mechanics that are kind of interesting, but they're not going to be.
We got Snickrot next.
Snickrot.
The new character in plastic.
He's going to be good, right? Because GW wants people to buy him.
He was new.
He's pretty new.
He's plastic. That's new.
That is new, Anthony.
Are you telling me
1 year is new for models?
That is new.
It's new.
Old news.
All right, Mr. PS2
Yeah.
is still new.
The PS2 is still new.
The PS2 is still new.
It is still new.
Anthony said the PS2 is still considered a new system.
Justin did.
I will stay to that word because the PS2 is still new.
What? It's literally older than Anthony.
It's in video game museums.
What the hell's a
I'm
video
in
game
denial
museum?
about that.
Oh my God. Jose said, is that good aggro control? What are we talking about here?
Aggro control?
Yeah.
Which one? The helicopter?
Rice is the baseline of life. Stop having me making you accounts. They're what?
They were talking about rice. It was funny.
I missed the conversation, sorry.
We are too busy in our orc zone.
It's about rice, it's about flour. You stay hungry. Was that the walk?
That's the walk.
Okay, so if you, we're back to the programming.
Orc
Let's
grind.
go. What were you saying about him?
So he gives unit benefits of cover.
Yeah.
He has lone op.
He does.
He's a leader and he's stealthy.
Lone up is great, right?
Once per battle, he can do the uppy downy.
He gets uppy downy too?
Once per battle.
Wow. He gets to do uppy downy as well. I think he's pretty good.
I mean, if you take him by himself, don't even bother taking commandos. He's 85 points though.
Oh my God, commandos are.
But once a game, uppy downy's not bad.
He's good. Like I like his stuff. He's definitely good. I
And
put him like here.
he's a 40 mil base, so he's really small.
Nice.
He can do whatever he wants.
You can do a lot of stuff with him. Absolutely. He reminds me of the combi lieutenant.
Combi lieutenant? Yeah, lieutenant combi armor.
Yeah, he.
Except lieutenant combi armor cannot lead.
he can't lead. No, he just kind of marks. the
This
objective.
guy's more akin to like Shrike. He's like a weird
How many
Shrike.
points?
Shrike is I think 100.
No, this guy.
85.
Oh, definitely take him. Yeah, he's good. He's a great little mechanic here. Is this regular boys now, Anthony?
I think that's regular boys.
Boys.
He's holding an axe in the air.
Choppa. He's holding a choppa like this.
That's a boy.
You're a boy.
I'm 90% sure that's a boy.
Anthony's. Clip him.
It's a boy. Hey, congratulations, it's a boy.
It's a boy. All right, boys. I like boys. Everybody likes boys. Anthony
Yes.
likes boys.
Yes.
Anthony likes boys.
This is tournament standard.
It is tournament standard.
It has to
yeah.
be tournament standard.
They're really good. They're cheaper than beef snagas, like we were talking about. Now we're getting into the meat and potato stuff. They're really good. There's other tactics we can talk about that we're going to do with boys, but sticky is really good for orcs because orcs like to push up the board and they want to get in your face. So when you have a unit that can sit back and sticky a few objectives or some tactics that we're going to talk about, boys are great. At least one unit of boys, even if you're taking bully boys, right?
Yeah.
I would take at least one unit of what, 20 or 10?
Yeah, you saw from what Dion did, right?
Yeah. Do you need to take 20, you think?
Staying power is always nice for something cheap.
Yeah. Why not? They're cheap. And there's what? They're only one wound apiece, though.
One wound is more than enough.
Do you think it's tournament standard, Justin?
I think that from what people have been talking about, and I'm talking about a lot of like really good players in the GTA, they're saying prepare to find ways to get rid of 120 boys, or try their best to just completely kill as many boys as possible.
Wait, are you saying that we're going to see
If
Green Tide more than we're going to see Bully Boys?
if bully boys, as we talk about, might get a nerf, boys might be the next big thing.
Okay, if that happens.
If
That happens, then yeah.
the only big counter to them is 1,000 Suns with flamers. That's the
Flamers
biggest.
in general.
That
Just
is
kill
the
them.
biggest worry because these guys want to set on objectives, and when you get shot by Warp Flamers from 1,000 Sun Marines, you get reroll to wound.
Oh, that's right.
So there are counters to the Green Tide list, but Green Tide also has a lot of interesting tactics with it. If a boys unit ever gets shot, and I believe a model dies, correct me if I'm wrong, but they get to move 6 inches. Blood Surge.
Oh, for Green Tide, yeah.
They can Blood Surge into an enemy.
So nasty.
They can also revive D3 plus 2 models for 1 unit.
Yeah. I say top is strong. You say tournament standard. This is where we would. That'd be a good. Anthony, I think that'd be the good thing when we're like in between a ranking. We just what's it called? Do a poll for the members and kind of sway us to a direction.
Yeah. Chat, let us know.
Let us know what you guys think. Just to have like you guys be like the TOs and be like, no, Claudio's right or Justin's right. I like that idea. But for today, what do we think? Let's come to an agreement.
I'm okay to disagree. Put him in strong top.
Top is strong? I agree. The top of strong, yeah, boys are great. And there's some tactics you can do with them that are really good. The sticky objective stuff is insane. With 20-man unit, and they're good. What's this? Ludas?
Is that
Burna Boys.
Burnas or Ludas? That's Burnas.
There's also another one that looks like them.
I think that's Burna Boys.
Those are Burner Boys.
Burna Boys.
Burner Boys.
It's 128 by 128. It's a little hard to read.
That's why you just put them in what's it called? Codex order.
I think we went off that a little bit ago when we started rearranging and doing the buggies first.
I have the Codex.
And the flyers.
No, you go by the you have the app, right?
Oh, so Burna Boys are the equivalent of the 1,000 Submarines with flamers.
Yep, pretty much.
They're super cheap though.
Are there those Burner Boys?
Those are Burna Boys. Luda Boys are all the
Ludas
way
have the big ones.
there.
What do you think?
They got a really strong rule actually.
What do they have?
Oh, never mind. You get the ability if you're within 6 inches. Okay, I take that back.
Get rid of them.
1,000 Submarines are way better.
You think?
Yeah. This is also strength 4 flamers with no AP.
Oh yeah, no, that's horrible.
I don't think these are going to rank too high.
Situational still.
Yeah, they're not going to rank too high.
Flamers, at least they don't have to roll to hit.
Nope.
It's Orks that don't have to roll to hit, but Orks shooting, we all say they're not going to be in top right now, but I don't know, over here,
Yeah, that's fine.
situational, it doesn't really matter right now because Orc shooting is not a thing. It
Death
is,
Dread.
it's just not good. Death Dread.
Death Dread. It's
a
got
Death
this big
Dread.
skull.
They're pretty tough, Justin.
They're the Dreadnought equivalent.
If you take, they will be, oh my God, if you take the Dread mob with them and have like, well, you're going to be doing a lot of damage to yourself, but I don't know. Have you played against Dread mob?
I did play against Dread Mob.
How was it? First, let's talk about that.
I would not say it's a fair comparison because I shot both Death Dreads dead with Overwatch.
They're what, T9?
Yep, T9.
Wait, you shot them dead with Overwatch?
Breachers.
Oh, Breachers. Did he not? Oh, so now you're taking Breachers again?
I'm taking Breachers again.
You're listening to us.
I'm not listening to you. I need to innovate and overcome. If you can't just win with, you can't just keep losing. You got to keep innovating.
He's listening.
So I had to kill.
That's
I killed
coping, yes, it is coping.
2 turns Overwatch, killed 2 Death Dreads. That's all I can say. I don't think it's a fair comparison.
Rami says, whoa, what the WTF? I think it was that to the walk?
About the boys?
The walk. It's about rice. It's about flour. Justin stays hungry. Anthony devours. You never heard that meme? Anyways, let's go back to Death Dread. We are like little kids that have attention spans of a squirrel.
Oh no, don't be like Anthony. I was just joking.
ADHD.
I was doing 3 different things while you guys were streaming.
And he couldn't stick to one.
I did most of them.
What's 5 plus 6?
21.
There you go. Okay, so abilities. You I don't know. They're still like very good. Not very good, but they're like situationally good.
You get 6
if
attacks.
you run a perfect type of list for them.
It's 130 points for this thing.
So
It's
at the
a
start
good
of the fight
distraction
phase,
Carnifex.
each enemy unit within engagement range One or more of these units' ability must be taken to take a battle shock test. So forces battle shock. Melee weapons. It's got a Dread Claw, 3 damage, strength 12. On the charge, you're going to get +1. +1 attack. So you get 5 attacks.
You get actually 7 attacks.
7 attacks.
So you have 4 attacks base.
Yeah.
For every
for
claw,
every additional Dread Claw. I forgot about that, yeah.
So you already come with 1 stock extra.
You'll get 7 attacks.
So 5. You can equip a second one for free.
Yeah.
6, and then
the
you get
charge.
7 for the charge.
If you're in a WA, but
Yes.
which is pretty good. Strength 12 goes to Strength 13, which is good against big ass vehicles. So you'll be wounding them on 3s. AP -2, pretty good, and then 3 damage with 7 attacks. I still think they can make up their points.
Anthony, I've seen this stat line before.
What?
12 -2, 3 damage. Anthony and I played a game with
13 -2 on a charge.
with Castellan Robots from AdMech that has the same stat line, except we're twin linked. And I could not kill a devilfish with that stat line.
It's only OC3, but it's okay. These things can still blow up tanks, I think.
This is a good distraction card effects.
One of them, you take one of them, right?
If you're playing like Dread Mob, I think it's good to have one just to be there, to be scary.
Situational, top, like around here?
Yeah.
I like it. All right, move on to the next one. That looks like
is that?
Flash Gits.
Flash gets, I see it.
It is Flash Geets. Shooting, Orc shooting, but these guys are actually the best of the Orc shooties. They were the best.
They have like what, 2 shots each gun?
Yeah.
If they stand still, they get 4 shots and they shoot at the closest target, I think.
Yeah.
Strength 6, AP -1, 2 damage each, with sustain hits 1.
Right.
They lost the guy that made them good.
Yeah. Badrock, we rest in peace.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? They're not good because they're Orc shooting.
You'll be surprised.
What's their ability again? I forgot.
If they did not move, they get heavy.
That's right.
They also have, if they shoot the closest possible target that's eligible,
Yeah.
they get 4 shots instead of 2. Or sorry, instead of 3.
Right.
And their sustain hits 1.
Yeah.
And then once per battle, you can also give them lethal hits.
That's not bad,
So
but it's not good.
I think
Hitting on 5s.
they are 16 points a model, which is actually pretty cheap. They also have a 4+ save.
But I'd say like here, bottom of situational.
I don't think they're terrible.
No?
No. They also, remember, they also have the stat line of a knob in combat.
Yeah, true.
They have 4 attacks each, hitting on
Yeah.
3s, strength 5, AP -1 damage.
Yeah.
So I would not say that they're a bad choice. I think situational would be a good place to put them. And they might have some uses depending on what you use.
I think they're better than the bikes. I'll put them over here.
Yeah.
I think they're around that kind of, it depends on your list, honestly. Like you can't indefinitely say these guys are better, but they're around that area. I think bottom of situational, even top of bad, I think. Just because Orc shooting really has me not, I don't have that in favor right now.
You are the Orc player.
I don't like shooting with Orcs because who does?
All right.
All right, the big man himself,
Gazgul.
Gazgul.
With every Gazgul, there's a Makiri. Nobody can forget what he does.
He's really good. This might be the best version. Do you think it's the best version of Gazgul?
He's the biggest version of Gazgul. So bigger is better.
Actually, in 9th, he could only take so much damage. He was he was a big asshole in 9th, actually.
He's a jerk.
Let's
It'd
just
take
go
you,
over.
3 turns to kill him?
Oh, yeah.
If it's just like shooting and melee, at least.
Because you can only do so many wounds to him in each phase, right?
Sorry, 3 phases at least to kill him.
3 phases to kill him if you're lucky, if you can get him in.
Yeah.
Who's going to let you shoot him in the first turn? Like, it's not going to happen. He's going to get into you, and then you might kill him in a couple turns at that point. He's really good. Like, first of all, Makiri gives him a 2-up invul. 1 for 1. 2-up's hard, not that easy. It's hard to fail.
Is he infantry?
Who, Makiri?
Gazgul.
Gazgul is
So
infantry.
yeah, you can throw maybe a lot of shots into him, try to like plink that off.
Yeah.
Because
He's going to die, obviously. But
yeah.
4-up invuln. A 4-up invuln big ass orc with a 2-up save, 10 wounds. Makiri making his front running saves, and Gazgul's OC4. I thought he would be more than that. That's kind of shitty for him. With a leadership 6 for Gazgul. I know he's an orc, but come on. 5 movement. He's slow as fuck, but he's still very tanky. I don't know, Justin, what do you think?
From what I've seen of him being played, he's really good.
So Makiri gives a 12-inch aura for lethal hits. So you run that with your Mega Knobs and Knobs, you're getting lethal hits. It is 12 inches. 12-inch Makiri Kalawa during a Wa. Melee weapons equipped by models in those units have the lethal hits ability. So you're getting lethal hits. You can use them as like a good backup plan there. Well, this unit is leading. Oh yeah. So and another thing he can go with. Would you waste him and put him with Mega Knobs? Because that's who he goes with. That's who he can lead.
It does add a lot to the unit, though. Maybe a small unit, level like 3, just to keep it cheap.
Yeah.
I don't think you need a 6-man unit. Just keep them with like a small group. Or a big group if you want. Like your mileage may vary. Because he's already an expensive model.
While he's leading a unit, that unit making melee attacks, add 1 to the hit roll, add 1 to the wound roll if you recall a while. Critical hits are scored on a 5-up, which doesn't really matter. Well, it does for lethals.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit, that's really good. I like it. I like that combo stack, and then I like him with Mega Knobs because Mega Knobs are really, really strong right now. I think he's tournament standard, honestly, or very top of strong.
With the abilities he has, I think he's just amazing.
He's really good, and he hits like a truck, obviously. His sweep is 12 attacks, hidden on 2 for both. Strength 8, which goes to strength 9 on the charge during a Wa. Strength 14 goes to strength 15. AP 3, 4 damage. AP 2, 2 damage on the sweep. 12 attacks goes to 13. 6 goes to 7. And Makiri has an attack too.
A little stick, a little shanking stick.
Strength 3, AP 0, 1 damage. He's just like, He's a strength 3 grot.
Yes, he is.
And guess what? It has devastating wounds. So roll a 6, and you're good. You get a 1 extra damage. Honestly, I think he's
Top tier.
Yeah.
It also combos.
He's so good.
He also combos well with like if you take the Warhorde again,
Warhorde.
you get sustain hits again.
Oh man,
So
yeah.
sustain hits and lethal hits on the turn he does a wall. He will delete everything on 5s and 6.
Wow, that is. I didn't even think of that too. That is really good. But are you going to take that over Bully Boys?
Well, we'll see what happens with
tournament?
the adjustments, right?
That's
If we
true.
predict.
There will be. Bully Boys are getting nerfed, guaranteed.
Because don't get me wrong, Warhorde is still strong. It's just that it's
It
being
is.
overshadowed completely
Yeah. By
by
the durability of a list that is
Bully Boys.
basically has everything. If you know Bully Boys, they are very tough. Which one is this one? There's 2 here. Let me grab
Morkanaut,
both
I
of them.
think.
The Morkanaut and the Gorkanaut.
I don't know which one's which. I think yellow's a Gorkanaut.
Well,
Let's just talk about Grots first.
it's gonna be Gorkanaut.
Let's talk about the Grots before we go into those. And then people wanted to see the Stompa, so we'll keep the Stompa close by. Sorry, Gretchen.
It's not what you call Gruntherd.
Just Grots.
What's he called?
Gretchen.
Yeah, they're Gretchen.
Nobody
Nobody calls them Runherd.
What is the difference between Gretchen and Grots?
Grot's and insults. Gretchen are a thing.
Okay.
He said Grots are an insult.
Yeah, bloody Grots.
Those bloody Grots. What do you think about them? I think they're really good. They're 40 points for 12 wounds effectively because the Runtherd has two wounds. Leadership's bad. They're OC2. They're OC2. They farm CP for you. On a 4-up, you get CP. I honestly, 40 points just to screen out your backfield is worth it. Yeah.
Nice.
I think they're tournament standard, honestly. Like, who's not going to take Grots for 40 points to go in your backfield?
All the lists I've seen have been
At
a
least
couple Grots.
you're going to take at least 1 unit of this, like maybe 2, to really, like, just you're not coming back here kind of game. You take 20 of them, and they have 12. I mean, they're going to die to everything easily, especially indirect fire. If you're playing a guard player, go after the Grots first, because especially if you have things coming from behind, because they're going to be annoying sitting there all game. And farming for Orks, farming CP for Bully Boys is insane, because now you've got your Armor Contempt always going off when you need it. You got all that stuff. What's it called? They can charge in and do the second. What is it called when the knobs and things charge.
What?
No. When they do their tank shock.
I don't know the stratagem.
What's it called? Anthony, you want to look it up for me? The Bully Boy strat where they can basically get tank shock with boys or what's it called? Mega knobs. It's called something like Bully Your Mom.
Always looking for a fight? No, not
No.
that one. Crushing Impact.
Kevin Younger is in the chat. If you don't know Kevin, he paints a bunch of stuff for us. He says he's taking 120 grots. Yes, we've seen your progress with printing all that. I want to see a 200-point grot revolution. I want them driving tanks. They can't drive tanks anymore. They got nerfed.
Yeah, he's doing grot revolution.
Grot revolution.
So it's called Crushing Impact.
Crushing Impact. So you got a second. What was my point with that?
You just farm more CP so you can use
Oh,
the
farm more
stratagem.
CP to use stratagems like that because Bully Boy strats are crazy. Yeah, so I got them. You disagree that they're there?
No, they're good.
I got them like here.
They are
bro.
fine.
They're good. Okay, next unit.
Yellow is probably going to be Morkanaut if we went alphabetical.
Morkanaut. Gorkas?
I think that's Morkanaut.
The yellow one?
Because we went in alphabetical order.
Yeah, true. He's a Gorky.
Yellow is Gorkanaut.
Okay,
What?
Gork.
Oh, did I get it wrong?
You got it
Is
wrong.
it? I don't know.
Anthony got it wrong. It is the Gorkanaut. The Morkanaut is supposed to be first, Anthony.
I think we moved it around.
Okay, let's do the Morkanaut first.
So Morkanaut's the shooty one.
Morkanaut is the shooty one. It's got a 5-up invo, and believe it or not, 20 wounds. Do you know how many points this is?
Let me double check
Take
it.
a guess first.
250.
Wow, you're pretty close. You are pretty close. Do you think that's under point or over point?
It's 295.
It's 295?
Ooh.
Okay, so then
It
never
is
mind.
Titanic, I think, right?
It's
a super
Titanic.
heavy.
Yeah, let me see. I thought he was cheaper for some reason. Is that the Gorkanaut that's cheaper then?
The Gorkanaut is...
I thought the Gorkanaut. Oh, the Gorkanaut's 240?
Gorkanaut is 280.
Wow.
They're so expensive.
They upped their points. Still good though.
So this is you paying for the Land Raider tax.
The Land Raider carbon tax. Okay, let's talk about the Morkanaut first.
Morkanaut's a shooty one.
It is the shooty one.
When you call the Wa, add 1 to the hit roll for all its range attacks.
Yeah.
Everything it hits with, all the guns are hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
So you're hitting on 4s now.
And everything it has, except for, the custom Mega Blasta and the custom Mega Zappa are hazardous. So if you take, what's it called? The mech list,
Dreadmob?
you are going to be hurting yourself a lot more because you do wounds on 1 and 2s.
Only if you decide to pick your poison. When you press the button, you get to pick.
Right.
If you don't press the button, you just let it randomize.
But this has
you don't suffer
hazardous.
anything. Yeah.
They don't have to follow that. They don't have to follow that, even if you have hazardous.
No, hazardous is on the weapon itself. So when you shoot these 2 guns, you have to take the hazardous roll.
Let me show you.
But Dreadmob also has a cool thing where you can increase the strength and the amount of damage it does by 1.
I know.
That requires another hazardous test.
But what you're talking about is a secondary rule. See,
yeah.
if weapons equipped by a model from your army has a hazardous ability from multiple sources, each time you take a hazardous test for that weapon, it is failed on a roll of 1 or 2.
I think that's if you press the big red button.
It doesn't say that. It's a secondary part.
Is it? It says, alternatively, when such a unit is selected to shoot or fight, you can select one of the abilities above instead of rolling d6. If you do, until the end of the phase, it gets hazardous. If a weapon equipped with this, equipped by a model
this is
of the
a
army
second
has the
part. You
hazardous
see, it's
ability
separate.
for multiple sources.
It's a separate part, though. It says if a weapon equipped by a model from your army has a hazardous ability from multiple sources, each time you take, so just hazardous in general. That's what my interpretation is.
No, so if you decide to give it hazardous because of this rule here, you get double hazardous. Now it's on 1s and 2s, you hazardous.
Oh, double hazardous. Okay.
Yeah. And
If
then,
you have hazardous.
yes.
If a weapon equipped has multiple sources hazardous. Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you have the stratagem
This plus
here,
the other one, yeah.
and then you have the stratagem here that can give you more hazardous.
Okay, now it makes sense.
So-
otherwise, he would really hurt himself a lot. So don't pick your poison with him.
If you want to be safe, don't pick the poison. Or if you're going all in, pick your poison and then pop the stratagem to increase your damage and AP by 1.
Yeah.
Then you're basically just like hazard maxing.
Yeah.
Because and you fail those rolls, you will take damage on your Morkanaut.
Wow. This can move over terrain 4 inches or less. Each time this model makes a ranged attack, if you call a WoW this battle round, add 1 to the hit roll. That's good. You have an orc effectively hitting on 4s, so they turn into Imperial Guard. And his guns are good. I don't know, Justin. Looks pretty good. And look at his close combat.
His tank shocks are going to hurt.
His tank shots are really going to hurt.
You're guaranteeing those 6s.
I mean, 14 dice. If you can't roll 6 5-ups with 14 dice, Justin rolled 12.
Wait, how do you know that?
Justin rolled 12 tank shocks. 12 dice. 14 and none of them were 5s. So it does happen.
I did the math.
And that's how I ended up not killing a devilfish with like a stone robot.
That's funny. It's pretty good, Justin, for the price itself, too, and it's 20 wounds. Leadership and OC8, you can just sit him on an objective. 285 is expensive. Like, it's a little more expensive than it used to be. I thought this was like 260 or 250.
It's 295.
Okay, so
almost 300.
That's more in line with what it should have been. I think earlier on it was cheaper, right? Or in the book it was cheaper at least.
I thought the book made everything expensive.
Where did I read that? Morkanaut. 305. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's situational. Top is situational.
Put it there.
You agree?
Yep.
You don't think it's strong?
It's 300 points. That is already what a squad of knobs with a character attached, not being able to be taken.
Yeah. It is, for its points, I think it is pretty effective.
Though, and I guess in Dread Mob, it might be good.
It is. That's what I'm thinking to run it with in Dread Mob, obviously, but I would just pick your poison with it. You have 20 wounds, and you can really hurt something. Like, you can give it sustained, right? Mm-hmm. Or you don't need lethals, because you're like strength 9 and 10.
Though if you fail to hit, or you fail to wound, that is a big wasted potential gun.
Yeah. All right, I still think it's situational. Top is situational. We'll leave that. Gorkanaut, this guy's more expensive.
Less expensive.
He's less expensive?
Gorkanaut's less expensive.
But he's the close combat version.
I don't actually know what they are.
He has Scorchas.
Oh, it's the flamer one.
Yeah, a bunch of little shots, strength, ballistic skill, 5-up, 20 attacks with the Deathstorm Mega Shooters, but strength 6, AP 1 damage, but you're an orc, you're hitting on 5s. Add 1 to the hit roll, same ability. Mm-hmm. And he has the 4-inch monsters and vehicle terrain feature crap that the other one has. He can basically move over 4 inches.
Yes, sir.
And what do you think? His model transport. They can both transport 12 orcs. Remember that. You can put knobs in here. You can put knobs in these guys, move them up, do your stuff, shoot shit. It's a lot more expensive, obviously, than a truck. But I like that. But you're not going to be doing that because you're going to take this in.
If I were to take one, I'd take the other one, honestly.
Which one? The shooty one?
Which one do I want? The one with more shots that are less good in quality, or the one with only like 1 or 2 shots?
This is not as good because it's like just a bunch of small stuff. And then in combat, it's just as effective. I mean, it does the exact same thing in close combat. You're paying more points for this one, but it has better guns.
Or orcs.
But their guns actually can do damage here. And you're hitting on 4s with these guys, remember.
So you could press the button and give them sustained hits 1 on 30 shots within rapid fire.
I mean, when you call a WA, it's hitting better, but... And then, of course, if you take Dread Mob, you're going to be... I would push the button.
Push the button on this guy. Use the stratagem.
Wounds.
Use the stratagem to give +1 strength and +1 damage. And they have damage to 2 Gatling guns.
Yeah.
That one there is D6 already.
6-up invul on him as well.
It's the same thing. It's just different weapon loadout.
He's not as good. Honestly, he's not as good. He's cheaper, but he's not as good. And you have a 5-up invul here. You're more tanky.
Wait, they're 2 different invuls?
Yeah, he has 6-up invul, and he's just not as good.
Oh, the other one's a 5-up invul.
You're bringing this guy to be tanky, right? Like, I'm thinking demons. I'm thinking like you bring Rodriguez. He's going to be how many points? 250? How many points is Rodriguez now?
Let me look him up.
I'm thinking of the same kind of tactic. Like you're going to throw him on an objective. He's 8 OC. You might want to put some boys in there just to transport 12 guys around.
Rodriguez is only 230.
230. There
Wow,
you go. So
he is really cheap.
That's worth it. But of course, this hits way harder. This hits way harder than Rodriguez. Rodriguez is there just to sit and be a nuisance and spread your contagion. Not your contagion, your shadow of the warp.
Put him in bottom of situation or
this
middle?
guy, let's put him like. Put him at the bottom. Yeah, I think there's just that. There's a skill gap there.
Skill issue.
There's a skill issue gap. Okay, Killicans. You were talking about them. You said they're better.
Killicans are what I see people are talking about spamming a lot.
Killicans? Yeah, they're annoying.
I talked to a couple people talking about that.
They are annoying.
Each of them has D3 rocket launchers or Grotzukas. You have 6 of them in a squad for 250 points.
Yeah.
Toughness 6 with 3-up save and 5 wounds apiece.
They're hard to chew through.
They're hard to chew through, and even when they get into combat, they actually are pretty decent in terms of melee. 2 attacks each, strength 8, AP minus 2, 3 flat damage. So if they get into combat, they will at least hold their own against like Marine equivalents.
Yeah, and like you said, they're not. You don't want to deal with a unit of 6 of these.
Yeah.
2 of them maybe. People are going to start spamming 2 units of 6.
2 units of 6, or I've heard people talk about maxing them out with 18.
Wow.
Because they're cheap.
They're very cheap
for what they're worth.
They're very cheap. I honestly.
They're also hitting on 4s because they're grots.
Yes.
And they have sustain hits. If you press the button, you can get sustain or lethal.
Yeah, because you're going to take it with the dread mob, right?
And they're also blast. So if you're shooting into something that is 5 or 10 dudes, you're going to get 6d6 plus like 12. So you're going to get really good odds of strength 9.
Spamming these guys across like that, I like that idea.
I think
they're very
Strong's
good. They're very good, yeah.
Strong is good.
Especially for the point cost, like you said. That's a good point. So let's go to the Stampa. People want to know what the Stampa can do.
800 point death robot. What do we think?
Is it 800 points?
I had to look it up because I think Sebastian was talking about it today.
Okay, so you're taking it with the mech build, obviously, right? So how much damage is he doing to himself every turn? Because you're not going to shoot these guns and not push the button, right? You just have all these wounds to play with. Let's see here. Oh, man. He seems fun.
Toughness 14, 2-up save, 30 wounds with OC 12.
His toughness alone is so good. He's going to be unkillable by a lot of things. 6-up invuln, 30 wounds.
Super Gatlau.
Oh my god.
Oh, this when you pop a stratagem on this guy for +1 to its melee and everything, or sorry, +1 to its strength and +1 to the damage. Yeah. Super Gatler is now strength 3, or sorry, damage 3.
He's adding 1 to battle shock test, which is whatever. If you're in range 12 inches, orcs within range.
Super rockets.
The super rockets 100-inch range. I'm just looking at that. It's so funny. D6 shots, hitting on 5s. There's no hitting on 4s with this guy, by the way. Mm-hmm. But you're going to push the button. What are you pushing the button for? Sustained?
Lethal, sustained, or you can increase the AP by 1.
No, I'm saying what would you push the button for with this guy?
Lethals.
Just do lethals across the board?
Because he already has sustained 1 on the Gatler. You can always increase the AP and make it AP 2.
Yeah. It is an option.
And then everything basically gets +1 AP.
Let's be real here. This guy gets into combat with a Primarch. He's going to one-shot him, most likely.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to make up his points if you can do something like that. Stampa. 10 damage, 10 straight damage.
He's also worth 2 Angrons, 3 Mortarians or something like that.
Anthony, what do you think his Mega Choppa strike strength is? On the wall. On the wall.
On the wall?
Yeah.
If it's like other one, strike.
The big attack, yeah.
If it's like other Titanic Fist, strength 20, so 21 with the wall?
25.
What? Nothing in the...
What?
Why?
T12.
Just to make sure he doubles up the biggest of biggest tanks.
That Land Raider is getting wounded on 2s in melee.
Yeah. So he's technically even another Stampa will be wounded on 2s. Yeah, on the wall. He doesn't even have to wall against the strongest thing in the game. Is toughness 14. He doesn't even need the wall to double up on them.
No, he needs. He's hitting on threes, winning on threes though.
Why?
28 against 14.
You need 28s.
Oh, 28. Yeah, on himself. Sorry, 12 though. Nothing's 14 in the game though.
Except this guy.
Warhound.
A Warhound?
I think Warhound is 14.
Who's bringing a Warhound to a 2,000 point game?
16?
Nobody's bringing a Warhound. Where do you got this guy, Justin? He's kind of funny.
He is funny. 800 points. He did say
Can
Sebastian.
I put him like this?
Well, when he played against that tournament, there was that Orc player. He brought a Stompa. He got like 6th place.
He did? Wow. I'll say situational. Like, I love seeing the stomp on the table. It's super annoying.
He is the funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would like to see him played in Mechless. Thanks for the subscription. Ryan, thanks for subscribing. Rami says strong. You think strong? Rami, tell me why you think he's strong, besides the obvious stuff we said. Yeah, you are muted. Why? Anthony, what are you eating? Out of a bottle cap?
I don't have utensils.
Okay. Can I just tell you what this guy's doing? He's eating rice with a bottle cap.
I don't have a spoon.
That has to be heresy somewhere.
That's cursed.
I'm not using
You're
my hands.
Asian. Isn't that heresy?
It's better than eating with your hands.
I mean, if he was eating pasta with like a chopstick, I'd kick him out of the studio.
I do that all the time at home.
Okay.
Spaghetti mostly.
Yeah. No, I mean like, really?
Yeah.
You eat spaghetti that's so heavy.
Chopsticks. Chopsticks can carry everything.
I'm gonna try that. My wife's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
Commandos.
Commandos. I honestly, I like the scout on an orc because you want to get close with orcs. They suck. Like they don't have the punch that you want, but they have the scout. You're paying for like the scout, and you're paying for their infiltrate, right? Do they
No,
have
they have
infiltrate?
stealth.
They just have stealth. Okay.
They have stealth, and then they have like a couple power fists.
You can't overwatch them
I think that's what it is,
on a
right?
charge, right?
Double
Or you
check
can't
it.
overwatch them at all. Let me see.
Oh man, are they banshees?
I don't think you can overwatch them at all. What are they called again?
Infiltrators. Commandos.
Commandos, yes. Commandos with a K, of course. The ability is 5+ invulnerable save. They have a 6-up feel no pain, which is nice. Do they have a 6-up feel no pain anymore?
Distraction block?
They do not.
They don't. I thought they had
They
a
have
6-up feel no
infiltrate
pain.
and stealth, and they cannot be fired at with Overwatch because you're super sneaky.
Oh, it's the other guys that have a 6-up.
And they have the bomb squig, which is select a unit within 12 on a 2+ suffer
Beastmakers.
D3 mortal wounds.
And they have scout, of course.
Yes,
They do have infiltrate? No.
they have.
They do have
They
infiltrate.
don't have scout.
They don't have scout, just infiltrate and stealth.
Yes.
Okay. So they can infiltrate. If they could scout, that'd be really good. But infiltrate is better than scout, in my opinion, because you can just put them right up against the 9 inches away.
You can get counter infiltrated, in which your unit then becomes sort of useless.
Well, that's the risk you got to take. If you take a big unit of them, can you only take 10 or up to 20?
I think
No,
you have to
it's only
take
10.
10.
So you could take 30 of these guys and just put them in the middle. But they're kind of expensive for what they do. And their weapons kind of suck. They don't have, like, besides the one guy that can take a big choppa.
There's
And
a power claw and the breacher ram.
Yeah, one guy can take a power claw.
Let me double check.
It's
So you got one power claw and you got one breacher ram. So you got two power claw equivalents in the squad then.
I think you can make them work. Like, it's not like they're horrible. I just don't. I'm just trying to think how I would play them.
They're actually pretty cheap. Well, no, they're not that cheap. 135 points for 10. 13.5 points a model
135? Yeah.
for 10.
No.
Situational?
I think they're even bad. All right, I'll put them situational. They're better than Stompa. They'll be like here.
Better than the Stompa.
Be like there. All right, let's move it. What are these guys?
Luda boys.
Ludas. Where do you got the Ludas? Shooting orcs. What do we say about
I actually
shooting
think they
orcs?
might be a little bit on the top of situational maybe? Or maybe
Ludas?
strong. That's what I think. They have a lot of shots.
I know, but they're shooting orcs.
Let me check what they do.
I'm going to tell you where I have them, and then you can tell me if,
They're bad?
like right there.
I think that's good.
Because they're shooting orcs.
They're 10 points a model.
They're 10 points a model. They're cheap. They reroll hit rolls over 1. Each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, reroll hit rolls over 1. If the target unit within range of an objective marker, that's it. You can reroll. You can reroll everything instead if they're on an objective. So basically,
pop them somewhere, like have line of sight of an objective,
yeah.
or pop them out of reserve, and then just completely decimate something.
Are you going to decimate on hitting on 5s? No, I mean
hitting on 5s with full roll to hit though.
So they're one of the better shooting units, and
yes.
if you want to give them, who would you put with them?
Honestly, I'm putting a character with them just to get the buffs from the Ludas, not the other way around.
Was it the shock attack gun that gives +1 to hit, or he gives rerolls?
Rerolls to hit of
so
1.
then you don't even need them.
He's just, that's what I'm saying. The Ludas are there to buff the characters.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
Oh, to buff the characters.
Every other army is...
Let's buff our shock attack
The character
gun.
buffs the unit. This is the other way around.
Yes. All right, there they are. You want to talk about them?
Where are they? Mega Knobs?
Mega Knobs.
All right, Mans are simply tournament standard.
Yeah. I mean, do we need to talk about this? Everybody knows that they're annoying.
Yep, there go the Mans.
First of all, going over, I just want to say, Bully Boys has everything that's good in the game.
Yes.
Like, if you play Bully Boys, just having the Orks ability in general, you're going to get +1. You're going to get +1 attacks, +1 strength. You're advancing and charging twice a game, and these guys are going to have a 4-up, feel no pain. 4-up, feel no pain with 3 wounds apiece, or are they 4 wounds?
3.
They're 3?
I think they're 3.
I'll check it.
They have a 2-up save, 5-inch movement, and
they have a 2-up save, 5-inch movement.
wounds.
We talked about the medic that can give them a 4-up invuln as well, which is insane. But most of the time in 40k, you don't even need that. You're getting cover. They have a 2-up save. If you're AP2, you're in cover. You're going to get a 3-up save. If you're AP3, you're going to still have a 4-up save. Effectively, you need to be hitting them with AP4 in cover for them to actually even use that invuln. Does it really matter to take a medic? I'd rather take a war boss.
Yep, that's what we talked about before.
Yeah,
that's why
so,
tournament standard.
They're really strong. And here's another thing you can do with them. You can give the war boss in mega armor an enhancement to give them deep strike.
Oh boy.
Okay? So when I say they have everything, Bully Boys, they literally have everything. They have Armor of Contempt, they have Advance and Charge, they have 4-up, Feel No Pains, they have, like I can go down the list and keep mentioning these. They have, I said Armor of Contempt, Deep Strike. All they're missing is the Custodes -1 damage, and then make them incredibly like tanky to the point where people are just going to nerf them down to the ground. But not to complain about it, but they're so strong. There's no way you can't put them at the top there. And here's the thing: when you don't play Bully Boys, they go down their production. They're just the 4-up Feel No Pain is okay, but the double wah is why they're good. And the strats that support them in Bully Boys is amazing. All the tank shock, double tank shock. You can use them and do a tank shock. Which what we spoke about. What is it called?
Something crushing something.
Crushing blow. Let me just look it up. Crushing stampede. No.
Where is it? I was looking at.
You're looking in the app. I'm looking
already.
at the book. I want the physical paper in my hands. But yeah, they're crazy good.
All right, Mans and.
It's called Crushing Impact. Oh, another thing they get a 6-inch consolidate, just in case they don't have enough. And you get to choose one unit to reroll the hit roll.
What?
You can reroll hit rolls of 1, and on the wall you can reroll the hit roll. So one unit can literally. So here's the thing: you take the 2 saws with them. What are they called? The buzz saws or the killer saws?
Yeah, kill saws.
They only get 2 attacks. Goes to 3 on the charge and on the wall. You're rerolling everything to hit, and you're rerolling everything to wound because it's twin linked. That's all you need with these guys, even though they only have a minimal amount of attacks. Then you got the war boss there, deep strike them. They're just ridiculous. Let's move on to the mech gun.
What does this one do?
It's a gun that is shot by orcs. Actually, it's grots that shoot it. So it might be good. No, it's not good.
50 points a model, and the guns are subpar. They're not that bad.
It's not. It's.
But 50 points a model is a bit pricey, I think.
It's just like. But at least it has like a decent profile. But yeah, you're not going to be shooting with orcs. And if you have grots in your backfield, why not maybe give them a gun? Maybe give them one of those for 50 points.
Just take more grots. Just take more grots so you can get more chances of getting CP back.
Take more grots. What's this guy's name? Is that Badrock?
Who?
Who's this guy?
That's the mech boy.
Oh, that's the mech boy.
Or the mech.
Um,
No, it's the baby mech. You got the mech and you got mech, big mech.
Mech Junior. This is the mech. This
No,
is
there's
the
two
mech.
mechs. Mech and big mech.
There's big mech and a mech.
Yes.
Wait, where does he have the other one?
You already put him up there.
The big mech.
Yeah, we did the big mech already.
Yeah, this is a small mech.
Yeah, that's mech boy.
The mech, yeah. You didn't know that, Anthony? Models within 3 inches or more of the friendly Ork vehicles models, they get a lone operative.
Had one to the hit roll. Okay,
He's a tech marine.
this is the guy who's going to give +1 hit on the Stompa.
Okay, the Stampa's moving up. No, that would be funny. I mean, yeah, but no. He gets +1 to hit. Add 1 to the hit roll for each model. You can only select this ability once per turn, and he heals. He's a tech marine.
Yep.
Pretty good. Like you just said,
We can move the Stompa up.
he goes here, and now that I found out about that, Stampa's going to go here. Stampa's going in front of these guys. Actually, no, I have to keep him ahead of there, because technically he's better. But the Stampa is moving up a little bit. He can hit on 4s now with those big guns. That's good. And he heals. So when you do push the button and you do some damage to yourself, he's there like fixing the little patches. He's all right. He's pretty good. If you want to take a specific built list, obviously. Not bringing him in the Bully Boys list, but that's funny. This guy was really good. What happened to him? Let's see.
Mosrog Scrag bad.
He was scraggly bad. Go ahead, Justin. What do you think? I know you like Beast Boys.
I don't have a big deal with him. When I fought him before the Codex,
He was very tough.
tough as balls.
Holy crap.
Toughness 10 with a 3-up save, and he had a field point like 4+, I think.
4 up
something
in
like that.
bone. Yeah,
165 points now, so a bit pricey.
very pricey.
But while he's leading a unit, each time a model in that unit is destroyed on a 4+ final death.
He's good. He's still good.
Yep, and then each time he fights a vehicle or monster unit, add 1 to the damage characteristic of the attack.
Yep.
And each time he fights a Titanic unit, add 2 instead.
T8, 4 up in bone, 8 wounds, 5 up feel no pain. For an orc. That is going to slap you if he gets in range. He hits on 3s, strength 7, AP 2, 4 straight damage, and devastating wounds. That's only his, oh my God.
That's only his horse.
That's only the horse. Like, that's only extra attacks. Then he's got an anti-monster, anti-vehicle, 4+, 6 attacks. This is before walk, because he's going to get 1 extra for each. Hitting on 2s, strength 7, which goes to 8, AP 1, 3 straight damage. He can one-shot a lot of things. So he's still very good. I'm going to say he's like bottom of strong, because
He can go by himself. He doesn't probably.
you're just going to have him by himself, exactly. He is expensive, though. You're going to pay a premium for him, but if you want somebody that's just going to hunt a unit that's going to get completely wrecked, bring him. And he moves what, 10 inches?
10 inches
That's pretty good. And then you get advance in charge.
on the wall.
Bring him with Bully Boys.
I don't think any of the strats work with him.
No? No, you don't need the strats. You just
He's wanted to have him by himself.
to do 2 was.
Oh yeah, right. He gets double wall because
You
he's
just
a war
double
boss.
wall him, and he's a war boss, and then he smacks people.
All right, knobs.
Yeah, he's still strong. I just don't think he's going to be seen as much as he used to be. He's very, very strong, like not pre-index, but during the index. What is this thing?
That's a knob.
Knob? These are knobs?
Yep.
Let's knob them up here. Gretchen, I'm going to put Gretchen like this just because who's not taking knobs? 2 damage, AP -2. You have power fist, basically everybody.
Yep.
How many attacks do they get? 4 and then on the charge 5, or is it 3?
3 attacks each.
So 4.
4 on the charge.
So 4 on the charge. You're gonna take bully boys most of the time, or if you want to take the index one, I forgot what it's called.
War Tribe.
War Tribe. You're gonna still get to do it once. 2 WAs are so much better than 1 though, and they are Death Company with Strength 9 Power Claws. AP 2 damage, hitting on 4s, but you take a war boss, hit on 3s, and they're so good. Justin, what do you think?
S
Lethal
tier.
hits, -1 to wound when your weapons is stronger than their toughness.
They're S tier.
Absolutely.
They're up there.
Absolutely. -1 to wound when you're hitting them with anything stronger than T5. That's like everything that's going to be in close combat. That's going to do damage to somebody. So like, what are you attacking with that's not greater than like? Are you gonna try to kill them with like Space Marines? No.
What do you try to kill these with?
Marines.
Just like anti-infantry or something
Honestly,
like
the best thing into them would be a shit ton of shots from Space Marines because you're hitting your strength 4. You're gonna be wounding on 5s, but you're doing AP -1 damage. But flamers would be the best thing into them. But even flamers are like, you know what would kill these guys really fast?
that. The Land Raider Redeemer?
No, warp spiders.
Oh, Dev Wounds.
They would just dev wound, and then it's strength 4, so you're winning on 5s. Would chew through them.
How would Death Company do against these guys?
They would be stuck in one spot for a very long time. It'd be like game over. Okay, what is that?
Pain Boy.
Pain Boy, and then what's this guy over here? Just so we know for the
Pain
next
Boy
one.
and Pain Boss.
Pain Boss. So much pain. Anthony's in pain eating rice with a bottle cap over there. Did you finish the rice?
No. It's just small bites. It's not that bad.
I look over and I see Anthony with a bottle cap pouring rice into his mouth.
Oh boy.
Oh man, you guys tell us the fate we should do to him. Like, what should we do for that?
If I can drink from the bottle cap because it holds the water, it's safe enough to eat from.
I know, but
What else am I going to use? Models?
I'd rather you I don't know, pour the rice onto one of the codexes or the books we have and just pour it into your
Make
mouth.
a funnel.
Funnel it into your
Food
mouth.
funnel.
Bottle cap rice. Okay, Pain Boss, you said?
So Pain Boy is the first one.
Pain Boy. Okay. We're almost done here.
He gives the unit he's attached to a Feel of No Pain 5+.
Yeah.
And then...
He goes with boys, right?
Yeah. He can also have a Grot Orderly, which once per battle at the start of the command phase, you can bring D3 bodyguard models back.
That's not too bad.
It's models, not wounds, which is crazy.
Oh, models. D3?
D3 models back.
I like that.
So it's like, if you have a knob, if you do want to attach him to a knob unit, 3 guys can come back potentially.
That's pretty good.
I would probably take this guy with the boys, honestly.
Yeah, he's not bad, honestly.
5+ invuln for your boys if you're taking Green Tide. And then you have a 5 of Feel No
This
Pain.
got moved down. It should be like that.
With the Green Tide detachment, you can rule once to your save for boys if they're over a certain amount of models, like 10, I think. So now you have a really durable unit of boys.
Yeah. This got moved down as well. This should be like this. He is nice. I know he's a bit cheaper. Maybe that. Tell me if you guys disagree with any of these. Okay, moving on. What is that? Pain Boss?
Yep, the Pain Boss.
I like the Weird Boy a lot because I'm going to tell you why.
Wait, we're doing the Weird Boy, or
No,
we're
I
doing
like
Pain
the Weird.
Boss?
I like the Weird Boy. I'm saying, but you can talk about him. I'm just going to move these around. Go
That's
ahead.
these guys are Beast Naga characters,
Yeah,
so they can only be attached to the Beast Naga boys.
which is not going to be used very often, unless you have something very specific you want to do with them.
I don't think the Pain Boss is that good.
He's situational. I don't think we should waste too much
He's not
time
that great.
on him. And this guy
That is the Wur Boy.
I'm just going to put him right here.
He's that bad, eh?
He's that
What
bad.
does he do?
Read it. He's a joke.
Add 2 tax characteristics for every 5 models in that unit, but while this contains term models, it gets hazardous.
He's just weird. He should be called. Here, let's do another. Since we have all the beast nagas right here, and put him there. Anthony, what's this guy right here, please?
What is that? Tank Bustas.
Is that a tank buster?
That's a Tank Busta. That's the
missile
Okay. Cool. So let's talk about. Yeah, what do you think about him?
who?
The Word Boy.
So the War Boy doesn't look good.
I got him.
I'm reading a paragraph to see what he does. It's like do D3 mortal wounds on an opponent that's 18 inches invisible. On a 2+, you have to take a battle shock test or leadership test at -2.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not that good.
I just don't like him. I'm just memeing, but he's bad.
Admech does that for cheap, for more
choice.
useful.
Adamex is way better.
Yeah. A billion times better. Anthony knows.
Anthony, you've gone against it?
The Admech weighted battle shock is so much more efficient than this guy.
Okay, so Wartsnaga. This is the Scout 9. So you take him with a... Oh, he's an epic hero. Damn. He can only go with Gretchen.
Oh, he's a Gretchen leader.
He's a Gretchen leader. Do you need to give Gretchen Scout 9 to go like early? I don't know. I don't think so.
Don't think he's necessary.
He's weird. That is very weird. I'm going to put him beside his friend over here on Bad Choice. These guys are kind of just like throw-ins here. And then we have, what is that?
That is the Squighog boys?
Yeah, War Boss over here. We're going to put him at the top of Strong. We all know War Bosses are going to go with
Knobs.
knobs. I would say like 95% of the time you're going to take your knobs with him, right? Would you take 3 of those or 2?
I'll take 3.
Each knob just have one?
Yes.
I don't disagree with that.
You need to
I
have
thought
him.
that was tournament standard, sorry.
Yeah, you need him with double wall and bully boys. He gets
Yes.
like 3 extra attacks, right?
Exactly. He's a beast.
Capitalize on it.
So yeah, I'm going to put him right beside his guys, right here. Right beside his knobs. Yeah, you're not taking knobs without a War Boss. He has so many more attacks. Doesn't he have like basically what 2 knobs have? And
check.
he gets what, 8 attacks on the wall?
He has a total of 4 attacks.
So he gets another additional 4.
5 attacks on the charge and then 3 extra because of
3
the wall.
extra, so 8.
No, 4 attacks on the wall.
4 attacks on the wall. So he's going to get 9 attacks.
Yep.
9 attacks. So he's essentially he's more than 2 knobs, and he's going to give them an aura, not an aura, but a
+1 to hit.
+1 to hit ability, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. He's definitely a tournament standard. Sorry, Justin, what did you say this guy was?
Squighog boys.
I'll let you rank this guy since I don't care about him.
I don't know enough about them. They're tough to 7, which is great. 4 up save, 3 wounds each.
They're good. They're good. I just wouldn't run a list like that.
You got
So
bomb
I don't want to
squigs.
be.
Only 1 bomb squig though.
I don't want to be. What's it called?
You
Against
got
it
2
because
bomb
I wouldn't
squigs
run
for
it, but
6.
they're still strong.
They ignore all modifiers for
Yes.
movement, advance, and charge, which
Yeah.
is pretty funny. There's anti-vehicles, anti-monsters.
Yep.
320 points for 8.
What?
But you get 2 knobs on there
320?
for 8 models.
They're strong though. They are strong.
They're probably your best way of anti-tank outside of knobs.
Yeah. Outside of knobs, exactly. I'll still stay strong. Where do you think they go and fit in strong?
They're super fast.
They are very fast, and advancing charge on them is going to be stupid.
They're T7 with a 4-up save for Orks.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, they're good. I'd say here.
I have no qualms with that.
I won't run them, but I'm not going to be biased with that. They are a very good unit. They're very good at anti-tank, like you said, and they're quick. 2 WAs, would you take them with Bully Boys? Or would you go with a Beast?
If you're going to take them with it, you got to add a Beast Boss on Squigosaur to give him double wall.
Yeah.
Maybe give him to Mogsgrad, as we said before.
Yeah. 5+
And then
feel no
if they
pain
die,
is nice,
they
so-
get 4+ to fight on death.
Oh my God. T7 with a 5+ feel no pain.
He'll be an
is-
expensive unit, though.
Very good. It is very expensive. I love these guys. You know what they do. They're objective monkeys. They get deep strike. They die very fast, but they do things.
I think they're going to be in really strong, at minimum.
They are. They're strong.
They're super cheap. They are on 25 mil bases now?
Yep.
Or are they on 32s at least?
They are 32s, I think. I gotta check. I think they are 32s. Just check. Anthony, do you want to check on?
They're 32 mil bases,
yeah.
and they're small. 65 points for 5, so perfect to just do.
Take two of them at least.
Do objectives. Behind me lines, engage, capture enemy outpost. These guys are worthwhile for it.
Yeah, if you're going to do fixed behind enemy lines and what's it called?
Deploy.
Deploy teleport homers with them easily. Let's do tank busters first.
I looked at the data sheet. It does not look good for them.
Tank busters are not busting.
I looked at the data sheet. It does not look good. They have a really weird profile. Like one guy has the tank hammer, two guys have rockets, and then two guys have something else.
Yeah, it's just a bad choice. Honestly, they are a bad choice.
We are in the home stretch. Let's finish it.
Finished at
110 points for 5. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
I think these guys are on their way out.
And this is the weird boy, right?
Yep.
Weird boy is great. So you can pick up the unit he's with, pick him up, and teleport them.
Oh no, 2+.
On a 2+. If you don't do that, you take D6 mortal wounds. That's really strong with orcs. Of course, you're going to put him with boys. You got boys moving around the table and teleporting and going into objectives and sticking them.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get them killed. If they get shot, then they're not going to do that. But take 20. It's harder to maneuver them around the board. It's harder to come in within 9 when you got 20 guys plus 1. But it works. And you can always stick to your back objective, move around, move them up. And I like it. Honestly, what do you think?
I like him.
I like that strat with them.
So he's going to be strong?
What do you think? I think it's strong.
I think, yeah, middle to lower strong. I don't think he's like top of there.
Bottom strong?
I don't think you need him at like
He's
top
not mid.
strong.
He's not mid strong.
I think he's mid strong at most.
It's a good strat. But
if
yeah.
I'm running lots of boys in Green Tide, I would be running like a lot of pain boys.
Really?
Yeah, pain boys are my thing. Because I played with my friend Tony, right? I fought him against his Green Tide. Impossible to move once they're in position.
Yeah. No, 100%. I think I like that. I think I would probably move this down like this. The bikes I'm not sold on. What do you think?
I am satisfied with what we got. You are the orc player though, so it'll be your gut instinct.
It's my style though, but I'd be very biased. My style is very biased to knobs and just wrecking face with big, heavy hitting stuff. But like I said, I agree that the what are they called here?
Squig hogs?
The squig hogs are very good, and they're expensive. I think they might be top of strong, maybe like this. That's my only thing. Boys are boys. Gretchen, I think I like the top here. I think that should stick. What do you think?
As long as the boys, Killicans are up there, I am happy with them being strong. I honestly thought the Stormboys would be a little bit higher considering how useful they are.
Storm Boys?
Yeah.
They're in strong.
Yeah, true.
Where do you think they should be?
A little bit upper?
Upper? Like here?
Yeah. Because I think you're going to need Stormboys.
Yeah, you do need Storm Boys. You need the maneuverability and you need the
Objectives.
behind enemy line stuff. Let us know what you guys think. Let me see what we got here. A spruce spoon, yeah. Eating rice with your hands like the Filipinos do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kevin's calling you out.
No, they eat them on like banana leaves and all that.
Yeah. Indians eat rice with their hands too.
Well, not with the hands, their naan, whatever it is,
With
bread.
naan, yeah. But I'm saying like they don't have utensils, so. Anthony's making it sound like it's something that somebody's never done. Anthony's acting like he's never eaten pasta with his hands. Just go home, scoop it in your mouth. Oh man, yeah, that is one thing I can say I've never seen before: is somebody eating rice with a top of a bottle cap. Did you eat it all the rice?
It's taking forever.
What did you?
Oh, of course.
Anthony, put it on your phone. Eat it with your phone. You know it's clean, right? All right, so who wants to tune in next week to watch Anthony eat rice with a bottle cap?
All right, NKG Live, rice eating contest.
Rice eating contest. Anthony uses a bottle cap, and you get to choose anything you want.
All right, I'll choose a funnel. Food funnel.
Just inhale it. Kevin says he eats pasta with chopsticks too. That's heresy.
It's not heresy.
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure in Italy you would be kicked out of a restaurant.
It's okay. I'll do that while eating my pineapple pizza with chopsticks.
Some Zoomer did that. He was in a restaurant in Italy. He's obviously doing it on purpose, like he's a prankster. But they kicked him out. He was eating pasta with chopsticks, and the whole restaurant was just looking at him. Don't mess with food in Italy. They will assassinate you.
Yeah.
They will. Assassination.
The objective.
Assassin's Creed.
The objective card, assassination.
Yes. Okay, I'm happy with this. Orks are really good. Are they going to get nerfed?
Bully Boys will.
Bully Boys are going to get nerfed. I told you. When's it going to happen?
In 2 months.
July.
Same time when AdMech might
When
get
all the
update.
cards come out. So anybody playing Orks, bring your Bully Boys to tournaments and stomp. Literally.
Yep.
They're really good. Holy crap. Like, I like to see that Gazgul is good because he's a really cool model. Trucks are really good. Stock up on your trucks. What's that, Anthony? I wouldn't use chopsticks in a restaurant.
What? Italian restaurant, right? Okay.
Or in Italy, just at home. Yeah, so Kevin knows it's wrong. That's just affirming that you know it's wrong. He's just doing it because he doesn't want to grab a fork. I get that. But Anthony eating with a...
It's not a Snapple cap.
Snapple
No,
cap.
he's eating... Like, guys, it's not like a big Gatorade cap. He's eating with a cap this big. Like...
No, smaller.
Even
A
smaller.
water bottle cap. He's just like scooping it up rice and going like this. Anthony, you know what's worse? You're probably hungry and you want to just eat as much as possible, but you can't.
I am hungry. That's why I'm eating with a bottle cap.
The struggle's real. Okay. He's like, I am hungry. That's why I'm eating my rice with a bottle cap. Just dig your face into it and eat like a dog. Literally better. I have some dignity. You know what's better, Anthony? There's a straw right there. Why don't you just suck up all the rice with the straw? Faster.
Which straw is yours?
Use it. Huh? A cup? Like, I'm just trying to think.
We have a spatula, Anthony, for paint.
Spatula. What do we have better here?
Anthony, use the plastic spatula.
Oh, you know what we have?
In this place.
We have the 40K terrain, the trees. One of the leaves fell off. You use one of those big leaves as a spoon.
Put it back on.
It's only GW glue. It's not harmful.
It's only acetone.
It's acetone. You're used to that. You slept in a room with it for like 2 months.
2 days. And then I was like, wait, that's dumb. And I put it in the guest room.
The guest room where other people
stayed there
sleep.
for a while.
Okay, Anthony's poisoning his guests in his house.
They don't need it.
Okay, that's it. Orks are really good. Green Tide, I have not played against Green Tide yet. I have played against the Mech Boys. I have played against the, what's it called, Warhorde. And I have played against Bully Boys. Bully Boys is really, really hard. I did play, sorry, I keep forgetting his name. Dion. Marcel Dion. No, it's just Dion. He came in last week. If you want to see the battle report with the Bully Boys against, what did I run? What did I run?
Grey Knights.
Grey Knights. So shenanigans versus, I'm just going to slap you. It was a fun game. It was pretty close. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. If you want to watch it, go check it out. It's on our channel. They are really tough to play against. We're going to do a rematch. I told him I want to play him with my Blood Angels because Blood Angels are going to get nerfed too in close combat because they're stupid. But I want to see who wins.
Death Company or Mega Knobs?
Death Company or Mega Knobs, exactly. Death Company are just, I'm not going to say they're just as bad. They don't have all the shenanigans that Orks can do, but when you can fight on death for free, it's when you charge, you die, and when you charge me, you still die. That's the rules when you play Blood Angels right now. We'll do that on a competitive stream. I'll bring my Blood Angels out and play them competitively. Do we have anything coming up with tournaments and stuff? Since this is a competitive...
Not really. Not right now.
No, nothing coming up.
TGX might be coming up in June, right, Anthony?
TGX coming up, yes.
Or July.
It's in July? Okay. So TGX coming up. It's run by Lionel from X Planet. He does it every year. It's a great event. He did one or 2 years of it being a team event. And the last year, 10th edition was back to singles. And then this year is another year of singles, which is fun. Who won last year? Tim won, right? Tim Deadlift?
I think so.
He won, right? It was definitely Eldar because it's when Eldar just dropped. It's when 10th dropped. Huh? 2 Wraith Knights and Yin Karn. No Yin Karn. Yes, Yin Karn. And I don't know. I don't remember what else he had. But anyways, it was broken Eldar with spilling over dev wounds. Yeah. It was not nerfed. That was the beginning of 10th. Yeah. It was really bad. That's it. So we have those tournaments coming up. We have Monday night matchups coming out. And member stuff. We were talking about at the beginning of the stream. We have a bunch of member stuff coming out. And we're going to be doing the battle desk again for members only. We're going to be doing the couch talk for members only. That's going to be after the Thursday throwdowns and the Monday night matchups. We're going to be doing, Anthony's going to be submitting some stuff on Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, join. It's free. It's a great community. A lot of people out there, people into painting. It's not. We don't only do competitive stuff. We cover everything, right?
Yep.
And we like to have fun. And talking about fun, we said already, Sebastian, our buddy Sebastian, was here with us before the stream, and we were going over what we're going to do for the narrative campaign. So we were flushing that out. He's a pro at running those because he's been doing them for a long time. And him and Anthony put together a system that is going to be really good to get members involved with the games. Anthony, do you want to talk a little bit about it again before we go? Because you know exactly what you're talking about with the...
For how members get involved?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, like we're going to have a thing. It's, what did I call it? Community Clash? Yeah, Community Clash, where I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but basically you get to be part of the campaign. You will literally affect the map. You will get tiles. Yep. It's not just you're on the side voting for stuff. No. You are part of it. You're fighting the battles. Yep. And that's just really fun. So
there's going to be Xenos, there's going to be Chaos, and there's going to be, what's the other one? Imperial. You join a team, you play games against other people in the Discord. You have, what, a round is like a couple of weeks or a week?
So the timing for everything hasn't been locked down yet, but roughly...
It's not going to be like, it's going to be like 2 weeks to get your results in, basically, or 3 weeks, whatever it is. You play your games, you affect the map, you affect what's getting taken over. We play a narrative game on the channel as well. There's going to be one recorded, like our Monday night matchups. That's going to be a narrative. It's going to be narrative. It's going to be from Crusade rules. So it's going to be more fun thematic games. And you'll see that on the channel. That's going to affect the tiles as well. And then you're going to see a live stream that's going to be for members only, where they can also spend points to do things in the live streams. It's going to be really fun, honestly. Like, join members, you get a lot of perks, and it supports the channel a lot. And we have a lot of fun stuff coming up. We also talked about members being able to have a little say on the live stream here as well, right? Yeah, tier ranking. So you're going to be able to do polls, and Anthony's going to shoot out a...
my idea for it was just having, like, at the end of the stream, a couple days before, I'll put the tier ranking up early.
Yeah.
And you get to tier rank what you think everything should be in. Mm-hmm. And then when the stream finally comes around, at the end of it, we'll go through, like, I'd say like a dozen, not in depth, but like a dozen of the rankings.
We'll go through a bunch, yeah.
And we'll just go like, oh, we see you put boys in strong instead of tournament standard. Oh, you like the stomp as tournament standard. All that stuff.
Just basically breaking down what some of our members would do and talk about that. Just to get more involved with the community, see what people are doing. It's always fun to see different lists because you don't want to run the same list. Yeah. That's the problem with 10th, I think, right now, is it's getting a little stale with people running the exact same list over and over. So seeing people's opinions is really good, and we want to hear what you guys have to say with that. And another thing that's really exciting, we've been talking about this for at least 5 months. It's going to take a little bit to do because there's a lot of cross rules involved. But we're going to be running another show called Broken Hammer. And it's not, is it going to be competitive? I don't even think, I mean, it kind of has to be. But It's basically broken armies from all editions across 40K since it's ever existed. We have a few house rules where we're going to be playing with like an even playing field. But basically, you're going to be seeing like Broken Iron Hands versus Thousand Suns Chaos Soup that was broken in 8th edition, clashing each other. And like, who is the #1 most broken army ever in 40K? We're going to have like a tournament ranking. We're going to have matchups, and then people can bet on the results. No, I'm just kidding. People can just put their 2 cents in and see what they think is going to be the most broken army. There's a lot of them since 40K started. So there's going to be maybe like 16 brackets, and then we just play all the way through. That's going to be fun to do. And I don't think I've seen that on the internet before, so should be fun. What are you going to play, Broken?
Broken Admech, and maybe...
Did that exist?
Yeah, Admech was what caused the Mortal Wound cap.
Yes.
If I get no cap on Mortal Wounds, I'm going to be having fun.
In 8th edition, you mean?
Yeah, and then also aircraft spam. I have like a bunch of aircraft for Admech, which I haven't used before.
Hold on. What really scarred GW with Mortal Wounds was Thousand Suns, 8th edition.
It was Admech.
Thousand Suns.
No. It was Admech.
No way.
There's no cap to Mortal Wounds.
The Rangers were able to get Mortal Wounds, and you had so many of them.
I know, but Tyranids were worse than that.
Monster Mash.
Yeah, but Tyranids were doing 42 mortals like in the first turn.
60 to 80 a game.
Yeah, they were doing like 30 in the first turn.
For Tyranids?
Yes.
Tyranids did a lot.
They Thousand Suns was ridiculous. First of all, there was no cap to
they capped you on smites.
after, but you could do unlimited smites for no. It didn't deter.
Oh yeah, yours didn't get stronger over time.
No, it didn't get. You didn't have to roll higher and higher, right? You just always on a 5, and you have demon princes. You have like everything, just doing mortals, and you're behind a wall of. We're gonna run it. That's gonna be the list I ran at LVO in 8th edition. It's Plague Bearer screen with a bunch of sorcerers just smiting everything in front of them. So funny.
I don't recall.
I don't remember. I got to look back, but I think you did need line of sight. You might, but you can't hide the whole game.
Can we put pre-release Voton?
Pre-release Voton?
Pre-release Voton, because they got nerfed before they came out.
They were considered broken, yes.
And,
so were Tau.
Tau when they came out. I would want to do Voton and Tau.
But I want to clash across
Editions, yeah.
across editions.
Fish
at
of Fury was
first,
the thing.
at least.
That's 7th,
At least
though.
8th and after. Fish of Fury was 4th.
Yeah, it's like 6th and 7th or whatever it was.
No,
right?
6th.
It's when their Codex came out in 4th that they were broken.
I don't remember.
They were
had
broken.
a thing
They were
with
broken
V
a few
formation
times.
where they could shoot under their skimmers and they couldn't be shot or charged back.
I think you get shot now in 7th edition. You get shot, but not
Yeah,
charged.
they fixed it by then. In 4th, they couldn't be shot. They were immune.
Do we need to give Anthony
We should
more
do Super
ideas?
Friends. 7th edition Super Friends with like Azrael allying with like
Oh,
Imperial
yeah.
Guard.
Super Friends, yes.
Anthony, how would you like to have your guardsmen have like a 4+ invulnerable for like a 20-man or 30-man block?
Can we do Loyal 32?
Low 32 works too.
Iron Hands, Broken Iron Hands from 8th edition. You'll see all the stuff that was fun, but clashing it together, it's gonna be a fun time to do. Anything else you want to say? Tomorrow we have a live stream.
We got a guest.
We have a guest on the show.
His name is Matt. He's
Matt.
bringing some Tyranids.
Tyranids. I thought that's Rami's job.
Yeah, Rami's. We'll get him on soon.
Rami is
Saturday
Rami.
for Old World or some other thing. That'd be great.
Rami can't play during the week. He can play on
Yeah.
the weekends. But Rami, come back and play your Tyranids for a Monday night matchup. He's busy winning tournaments though. What else?
I think that's really it.
That's
we just
it.
got to thank our VTS, our first
VTS
king.
5, the first king. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you on the Discord. Join, it's free. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care. Have a
Take
good
care.
night.